Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Chat Live episode 160. So, yeah, I'm live right now. So, I'm going to put you guys over here so you can see me there. And my usual spot on my desk. There we go. Hopefully connection won't be a problem this time when it comes to a voice chat. Really hope so. Let's join the private chat, shall we? For a nice quiet chat. And how have you guys been doing? You've had a great weekend and all that as well, and great week as well. Okay, so waiting for me is the Mund, Blaze, Ozzy and Shadow. Let's go and say hello to them, shall we? Hello.
Hello there.
Yo, what is up? That's good to hear. So yeah, we're live right now. That is, yeah, this is a real stream. I'm live right now. So yeah, and also you guys can see behind me, Susie is on one of my shelves over there. Can you see her? Yeah. She doesn't need to go up there, but as long as she's behaving, I like what there. But yeah, it's definitely been one heck of a week, I'll say that. Hey, Joseph. And I'm sure Ozzy and Shadow and the Mun have a reason for that, which we're going to reveal when we get more people in, aren't you guys? Yeah. Because when it comes to my week, it's been, pretty busy because I went back to work and, it's always a pleasure. I love my job. It was good to go back to it. But unfortunately, due to, of course, my busy schedule, I'm not able to watch much this week, sadly. And the things I've watched have been not really that good either, because on Sunday I rewatched Parks Carrying on Stranger Tide, and to this day I think it's a mediocre, unnecessary cash grab. Slightly better, that's why it's a mediocre amount, in case you didn't hear. Okay, good. Because 5, in my opinion, is an abomination. And then after that, I also watched this week one of those direct-to-video Disney sequels, which was Kronk's New Groove, and in my opinion, it sucked.
Yep, it did.
Yeah.
I never finished that movie.
Probably for the best. It's not worth it. Hello to Stephen and to Darth Fan. What's up? And also, guys, personally, I think based on this film, I think Kronk was much better as a supporting character than a main character, in my opinion.
Yeah, he did not work as the main character.
Yeah, sometimes characters can work best in smaller doses than as a main character, and in my opinion, that's what worked best for Kronk. And also, in my opinion, the humour just wasn't funny, because I feel like they were trying to make the jokes way too, like, adult for what's supposed to be a family-friendly franchise for some reason. Like, I think the humour worked well in the first film because it was aimed for everyone, and it was understandable for everyone. Everyone can find it funny, whereas with a sequel, they tried to make it too adult.
Yeah.
And also, as well, I did not like how Patcher was also wasted as well.
I hated that.
Like, come on. Yeah, that was a dumb move. Hello to Lamin.
Yeah, they did like that Eastman came back.
At least.
With a kid replacing the role.
Yeah, those reprisal will still try their best, of course, thankfully, but yeah, they had bad direction to work with. And sadly, that's it when it comes to our watch this week, because, yeah, I've been so busy. Hello, Governor. That's what Blair said in the comments.
Hello, Governor. Hello, Governor.
It's funny how that's literally the title, apparently, of a show, isn't it? An episode, isn't it? Of something.
Yeah, it is.
It's also funny how Roderick says it in Dog When Mickey Dog Days as well. Yeah, regular show, yeah. I thought it was, but I think you mentioned it, didn't you, Blaze, at one point, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a horror episode.
Horror? Oh, wow.
Literally.
Yeah, I still need to try and watch that show one day. Because I've heard great things about it. And also, well, guys, of course, last week you guys know that I started Lego Skywalker Saga again on PS5, and I'm up to Empire Strikes Back now. Up to date, go by.
Nice.
And then after I finish Return of the Jedi, I'm done with that game. I'm not going to play a sequel trashology because I've already experienced it in Xbox One and I hated it. And also as well, guys, I personally found the exploring planets really tedious in my opinion as well. Really tedious.
Yeah, just felt like a chore.
Indeed. Greetings, Declan. Especially as well with races in space because the checkpoints were so far and you had such little time to get to them as well. I hated that as well about the races. Especially as well the timed ones in, you know, the open world as well. For example, the one inside Naboo's Feed Palace with Boba Fett, you got to use him to get to the next point. He was terrible in terms of the time limit. And also as well, guys, I don't even see the appeal of the reward you get for 100% completing the game because you just get a fountain. That's it.
No special figure of certain creator of the franchise.
Indeed. Because I think one of the biggest crimes of that game, aside from, of course, no Lego Yoda death sound, is probably, of course, no Lego George Lucas in the game. And there's even as well no Lego John Williams either, which is a stupid move too. And I say it's a stupid move because he literally plays a character in franchise, guys, in Fall of Skywalker. Because he plays that bar owner called Omar Trez, which is actually an anagram of Maestro. Does it really, Darth Prime? Yeah, you are not wrong at all, because at least in Holiday Special, the characters that act like characters didn't, despite being wasted. Because thankfully Luke wasn't Jake Skywalker, was he? In that special, was he?
Nope.
And Han and Leia was still on good terms as well, thankfully, and that was something, but unfortunately, well, of course, yeah, that special was still abysmal.
If I was forced to watch that special or the Lego Star Wars one, I would pick the original special.
I mean, I've not seen the Lego one, and I don't want to.
It's horrendous.
I'm not surprised.
Did you, Declan? The whole entire timeline.
Wow, what have you sent me now, Blaze? What is this now? That's actually pretty funny.
Spider-Man 2's MJ design is upsetting me.
Yeah, it's not a good design in my opinion.
I'm actually scared right now.
Yeah, I can see why.
And also you're also going to hate MJ in Spider-Man 2.
I know, she's annoying.
Really annoying.
I think one thing they did wrong with her in that game is you play as her more than you do in the first game, which in my opinion just did not work. It's supposed to be a Spider-Man game, not a shooting game.
It's supposed to be...
This is a Spider-Man game. Exalted Nerd, welcome. Yeah, it was crap indeed, Declan. You're so right in that. Yes, George, the prequels are better. That's why I played only through those in the game, not the sequel trashology. And also, guys, I am not going to be getting the DLC either, especially from the second wave of it.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think my problem with the DLC for like Clone Wars and Rebels is, in my opinion, not enough characters. And you know what's also baffling as well, guys, about the Clone Wars pack is they have Ventress in the pack, but she's based on the 2003 show, not the 2008 one. So I don't understand why do we change the design based on the older Clone Wars show. I mean, I do love that show, but it's the wrong Ventress. Very strange. Lou's drinking some water on the windowsill. I put that out for her earlier to drink.
I mean, if TD Games wanted Ventress, the 2008 Ventress in Skywalker Saga, why can't you just update the one from the 2003?
Exactly, bring that in the game. Because that version of Ventress was miles better. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Nika Fortman to me will always be Ventress. Always.
Yes.
Yeah. Indeed, Declan, I think the prequels definitely helped it become a lot more popular, didn't it, in the early 2000s, didn't it? Absolutely. It kept the franchise relevant, and it definitely did a great job with it. That's why I love prequels a lot. And I'll always defend them no matter what.
Me too. Always.
Indeed, Joseph, you're not wrong about that either with Indiana Jones as well. Yeah, Indiana Jones, to me, is a timeless trilogy. That's how I can describe it. With only one Lego game.
Yes.
Just for one alone, because I personally hate, of course, Lego Indiana Jones 2. I have bad memories playing that game when I was a kid. Bad memories.
Yeah. Worst Lego game ever.
But I've played, yeah. It's worse than I've played, but there's probably worse ones out there that I've not played and I don't want to play. Like Lego Movie 2, for example.
I don't even think I need to answer that again.
Yeah, and also as well that one which is even made by TT Games called Lego Brawls.
I hate that game.
Why would you make a Lego game without TT Games' involvement? That's a dumb move.
And it's literally a less Smash Bros. Clone. I should also point that out.
That's a stupid move. You shouldn't be copying Smash Bros. And making a Lego game. No. Oh, it looks like Lily wants to come and say hello to me. Okay. Come here, Lily. Come here. She's preparing to pounce. And here she is. Hello. Oh, here she is, our precious gem. Oh, Lily. And here she is. Really? That's a bit of a shame. Because didn't think things about that video game either. You know, that free Smash Brothers Warner Brothers knockoff.
Yeah, I was not impressed with it.
They should literally call the game Warner Bros. Because it's a Smash Bros. Knockoff, isn't it? Or Smash Bros. Knockoff, whatever it's actually called. I mean, Ozzy, is it known as Smash Brothers or Smash Bros?
Depends on the way you say it.
Okay. They should literally just call it
Smash Bros.
They should just call it Super Warner Bros. Then. Lily.
Also, the dumbest thing about multiverses is the internet's required to play it.
Well, that's stupid. This is why I appreciate PS2 more than ever, because you don't need the internet for a full game experience to play games on there.
Yep. Same thing with Smash Brothers. All the games you don't need Wi-Fi.
Well, I guess the best part about that game is, of course, Kevin Conroy. It's Batman.
I can imagine, and I guess those else who also reprised the roles from previous stuff, like George Newbern as Superman, and did Matthew Lillard come back as Shaggy for that game?
Yeah, and Maisie Williams reprised her role as Arya.
That's brilliant. Maisie Williams came back, and Ozzy, is Scooby-Doo in Multiverses?
Yeah, he is.
And does Frank Welker reprise his role?
I think so.
Well, they're getting back because he's my favourite Scooby.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Indeed, he is Scooby to me. And yeah, not only that as well, but I believe also Rick and Morty in the game as well.
Yeah, with guessing the real actor. Yeah.
That's good, but they got the actual actor back and not a recast. Hey Blackcord, what's up? Indeed, the prequel trilogy is great because they didn't copy the original trilogy, they had a completely different story, which didn't rehash anything. They tried to be new, and they did an amazing job with it. Whereas Secret Trilogy to me was a soulless, lifeless copy of the original trilogy. That's exactly what it was. It was an absolute joke. And after having experienced it on the Xbox One version of LEGO Skywalker Saga, I don't want to experience it again. Yeah, I do remember Creole. Yeah, I actually had some of the sets, Blackhood. But I wasn't a fan of Creole, to be honest. It was hard to put the pieces together because they kept falling apart, which was very annoying. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because the Lego set was faulty, or I don't know. I just wasn't a fan of it. Lego to me We got the Creo Transformers sets actually, guys. That's why I got Creo, because of the Transformers.
Maybe it was Battleship.
Hmm.
Based on that crappy movie.
Based on the one with Rihanna.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully I've not even seen it.
Same here.
Good, because that movie is literally a 0 out of 10.
0? Oh god, so is that example of something follows a video game curse, Shadow?
Yes.
Yeah. That really
I'm
sucks.
guessing not even Liam Neeson could save it.
He was barely in the movie, so of course.
Ouch. Yeah, I have Lego Optimus. Blackwood is actually down here. There he is. Still need to build it. My Lego sets are down there, guys, ready to be built, really. I've still got quite a lot to do, including ones which, you know, from my previous house, so yeah. He was pretty expensive, yeah, he was about £100 from Game, because that's where I got him from, because Game sell Lego sets, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I still got, you know, Lego Infinity Saga sets I need to build, you know, one was based on Iron Man 2's Battle with Whiplash, and also as well, the Lego, and also as well, you know, Star-Lord's ship. Isn't it called, you know, the Benata, you know, his second one? Which is,
The Benetter.
Benatar, yeah, as in, I named after Pat Benatar, singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how he named his ships after singers, because... Oh my god, just got a comment on Daniel Craig post saying he was also in Lara Croft Tomb Raider. I've not even seen Tomb Raider, that's why I didn't mention it. God's sake. I didn't hear good things about those films either, so yeah, why should I mention it? Honestly, people can be so dumb these days when it comes to reading my goddamn posts. If I don't mention a role, I either don't like the role, or of course, I've not seen it, and I don't want to mention bad roles because I don't want to badmouth the actor on my birthday. That's not how you're supposed to wish someone happy birthday. You're supposed to be respectful.
Exactly.
That's why I said my favourite roles are Daniel Craig. Simple as that. You're upon that, then bugger off. Did you, Stephen? Well, I'm sorry to hear that, because I'm not a fan of a second wave of DLC for that game. Do you Black Hood? Well, good luck getting it all, because I imagine they're probably, you know, very rare to get nowadays due to they're not doing it anymore. Creo Transformers, that is. Probably going to be online, I guess. Unless there's an exchange store where you are, where you can get them from.
You know what? Let's find out right now.
Hmm.
I'm going to go on eBay and search it up.
Another Lego Transformers figure? Well, I hope if you do a Lego one, then I hope it'll be Megatron. I mean, why not? Because he's literally the opposite of Optimus.
Yeah, why not Megatron?
Yep. And if they want to make others, I'd also recommend Bumblebee and Soundwave, or Starscream, or Ironhide and Ratchet. There's many to pick, really. I mean, Bumblebee's my second favourite, also after Optimus. As for Decepticon, it's hard for me to pick between Starscream and Soundwave, because I love both, and also Shockwave as well. I love Shockwave. The G1 version of Shockwave, to be specific, though. Because I personally didn't like what it did to Darker Moon. Well, if it's going to be based on G1, then it's got to be his gun mode, hasn't it? That he's turned into. I'm sure it can work because the Lego Prime can transform. And Ozzy, did you find out the prices for the Creo Transformers?
They're hit or miss.
Hit and miss, oh dear.
Some are pretty cheap and some of them are expensive.
Are the expensive ones the big ones by any chance?
Exactly.
What a surprise. Thought it would be, you know, because it's Optimus and Megatron who are big, aren't they?
Right now, I'm looking at like $55 for a lot of the figures.
$55? That's pretty decent if we're talking about the big ones, that is.
I think this is just the small size ones. I'm trying to look for. Wait, I found a big one.
Barbie Lego? Oh, God. Barbie Lego? Oh, I'm not going to get that.
I would never get that.
I'm like a Barbie fan,
Even if-
so yeah, no chance.
Yeah,
even if it wasn't based on the even if it wasn't based on the movie, I still wouldn't have gotten it because I don't really care for that franchise.
I don't at all. I'm not seeing any of it.
Yeah.
I'm just not interested.
I mean, I would rather.
Okay, now
And again, I
guys,
was
now here's an example of a way more respectful comment. Jay, because he simply posted a quote from James Bond. That's respect right there. He's not challenging me or anything like that or mentioning a role that I don't like. He's literally posting a quote of James Bond. That's how you do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I did the same thing.
Hmm.
Same here.
Which I definitely really appreciate all you guys doing.
I usually do that.
Yeah, it's awesome
Yeah.
that you guys post quotes. It's a great addition to a post, really, because I talk about roles and then you guys post quotes. It tells me how much you guys know about the character, which is really cool. You know a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And normally when I can't find a quote that I like, I just leave a like.
Yeah, that's all right.
Same here.
If Megatron does become a Lego set, I wonder what he will become. Wait, Exalted Nerd, are you saying Lego might not let him become a gun because, you know, it's a family-friendly franchise? And it's also all because of where you pull the trigger on the gun toy from the G1 toy line, by chance? Because I'm aware of that because Robot Chicken made a joke about it in one of their gags where Megatron pressed somewhere when finding his gun.
Oh god.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean, don't you?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But I'm going to probably assume it's family friendly, which is why he won't turn into a gun. But then Lego minifigures have guns anyway, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
I mean, my Lego Optimus has got his ion blaster, so what's the problem with that? But then again, if he wants to pick a different form, I'd recommend his tank.
And also, I'm not kidding about this one, but when Lego Little Ranger was around, they made an actual like a revolver piece.
Well, there you go
An
then.
actual one that looks so yeah.
Well, there you go then. So I don't see why it'd be a problem for him to you know, turn into a gun as his alternate mode. I mean, he turned it into a G1 show, which is everyone, including children. So what's the problem with that? Honestly,
Oh yeah. Also, Lego Little Ranger is better than the actual movie, minus a certain minifig.
I don't doubt it for a single second.
Yeah, way better.
And they also at least the minifigure of a certain character doesn't talk
Yeah, he can't talk.
because he's literally just a mold of plastic, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, you can thankfully shut up, can't you?
And I can also beat him up.
Toy
I
gun
want to.
laws, really, Exalted Nerd? Honest to God. I just think it's ridiculous because, like, many figures, you know, Lego sets have guns. So, like,
Yeah, why is it all of a sudden a problem now?
I mean, have you seen what happened to Lego Star Wars blasters? They're now stud cannons, and I think it's stupid.
come on.
Stud launchers.
Come on. The Lego Star Wars guns are iconic. You know, the old ones.
Plus also, the studs you can lose the studs easily, but by doing that.
Exactly.
But like, hang on, they didn't Lego bring back the Lego blasters?
I think they did for the battle droids, but I'm not sure about the clones.
Well, at least that's that. But yeah, you saw that Black Horde. People are too sensitive these days. Like, honest to God, right? People these days get offended over the slightest thing, and it's just ridiculous. This world we're in is an absolute joke. It's not like it's not like the old era at all, which I really miss. I miss the old era.
One just like screw up and it's jail time.
Honestly, if I could go back in time to the 80s, I'd be happy to do that.
So would I. Hell, I was
Hey, Knoxworth. I'd love to go.
In the 70s.
I'd love to grow up in that era before 2010s and all that. I'm just thankful that, you know, I grew up in the 2000s, really, you know, when I got introduced to all this old stuff, really. And I grew with actually good stuff. Like, for example, I'm so glad when it comes to being a gamer, I didn't grow up with bloody Fortnite, for example.
Same here.
Yeah,
I did not grow up
Hey,
with Fortnite.
that's fine, Jaws, if you take care. Hope you have a nice time at the pub.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I grew up with Mario, Sonic, and every other franchise I grew up with.
Yeah, I grew with lots of great games, yeah. And I'm happy about that. I even grew up with the old Star Wars and not the sequel trashology.
I'm glad I grew up with Tekken.
Indeed, Blaze, your favourite game franchise, isn't it? Because you've told us it's consistently good, haven't you?
Yeah, that's no bad game.
Yeah, exactly. No that game at all, including the new Tekken 8. Because I've heard great things about it from you, Blaze. I mean, you've told us, Blaze, after only playing it for 3 hours, you give it 10 out of 10. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, I really...
I'm total 20 hours now in Tekken 8.
Wow, you're definitely going for it, aren't you? Do I like Mega Blocks? They're not really my thing, to be honest, Black Hood. I'm not really interested in that.
Yeah, same here. I don't really care for it.
I did see some Mega Blocks cars sets for guys. One with Mater today, what game for some reason. Like I didn't even know cars were still a thing nowadays. Is it because of that show on D-?
I don't know. I know there used to be Lego cars, but unfortunately it was based off of Cars 2.
Oh God, I despise that film. Indeed, Vermont. Indeed, Vermont.
Out of all movies that it has to be based off Cars 2, why not? I don't know. Maybe the first one?
Yeah, first one.
Well, Black Hood, I hate Microsoft consoles nowadays, so I'm not surprised about them making a deal with Mega Blocks instead of Lego. Nowadays, I don't trust Microsoft consoles at all. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, they did make a Mega Bloks Xbox 360.
Yeah, I mean, guys, why didn't you get a video saying why I think all that Xbox is better than you?
And I think everybody has just figured out why I play my 360 more than my one.
Because it's better. Simple as that. What do we do, Exalted Nerd? Please tell me. They better not have botched them up. If you haven't, I'm going to go mad.
Wait, what?
Apparently they've messed up figures of Shockwave and Six are based on these gun mods being changed.
Huh?
Apparently, which I think is a dumb move. Vehicle mods. Oh my God, just get stuffed. Oh, honestly, what an absolute joke. Back in the 80s, no one would care if it turned into guns.
If the 80s kid would be happy about that.
Indeed. Yeah, I heard about that Mega Man sequel, Nox, way of getting bad reviews. I mean, I was out of it in the first place because I don't even care about DreamWorks nowadays. Because I also, in the first one, didn't even need sequels to begin with. And not only that, I saw pictures of it and it looked absolutely horrendous based on the visual style. And also, no Will Ferrell, no watch from me. When I heard it got Rotten Tomatoes, my simple response is, oh no! Anyway.
That was Shadow's actual response when I showed us.
Do I like Playmobil? Not really. Wasn't interested in that, to be honest.
It's alright. That's all I can say about it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I did hear it had a film which was really bad though, from what I've heard of it. Apparently it got banned.
Yeah, I heard it was just a Lego movie clone.
Yeah, apparently so. That's what I've heard about it. And unfortunately, had Daniel Radcliffe wasting his time in it.
There were a lot of movies that tried ripping off the Lego movie. Like, for example, what I consider to be the worst animated movie ever, the Emoji film.
Yeah, the cringe emoji movie, which I only lasted for 38 seconds of.
I mean, when it comes to Playmobil, I could tell you some of the Playmobil figures I remember having. Like, I had this pirate set one. And at one point, I actually had a Willy Wonka Playmobil figure.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I went to Despicable Me 4 for some reason, but I don't even care about that film either because I personally should render it with Despicable Me 2.
And also the trailer for DM4 is also god awful.
Well, frankly, I didn't see the trailer. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I saw the trailer too, and it's meh.
Yeah, I'm not going to see the film, no chance, because in my eyes, Despicable Me is only a trilogy of, Rise of Gru, the only prequel I can accept, and then the first two films. Simple as that.
Nope. There's only one thing I can kind of appreciate for doing, and that's ignoring Despicable Me 3.
Yeah, that's the only good thing.
But other than that, the trailer's really not good. Especially how it had to use that annoying guitar riff from Thor Broken Blunder.
Exactly, Exalted Nerd. You can see why Japan is my favorite country nowadays for that reason, because they frankly don't care about these people getting offended and all that. They want to actually make good toys. I mean, because as a matter of fact, Exalted Nerd, I have like the Japanese figures of like G1 Soundwave and Galvatron. And yeah, they're all figures. Love those figures, and also the Constructicons as well. Return to Devastator. I have them somewhere in a box somewhere. Awesome figures from Japan.
Well, in that case, I'm guessing if they release the Zelda plushie, I'm pretty sure people will probably get offended by Link carrying a sword, and Japan would not care.
Yeah, that's why Japan is my favorite country.
Yeah, he's meant. I could actually get it right now because he's meant to have a sword.
What's so wrong with a sword?
I'll show you my favorite one. Here, look.
There he is.
Also, this one's based off Wind Waker, if you're wondering.
Well, it's a pretty cool one. Good design. And also, guys, we're half-time to stream, so yeah, I'll show you guys what I've been getting this week, and also I've unboxed too as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I will.
It's that time of stream.
Here's that time. So in terms of unboxings, guys, last Sunday after a stream, I unboxed my figure of Michael Keaton's Batman from the 1989 movie. Thankfully not based on the Flush film. This is based on the 1989 movie. Thank goodness for that.
Real Batman.
Yeah, indeed.
That's the real one.
And of course, it came with Batmobile. And guys, it's big. It's really big.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And the door and the window also opens too as well, like this. So you can put any McFarlane figure in it if you want to as well. If you want to.
I really want to get that.
Please do. It's awesome. It's really big for us, so you might need to get like a big bag to carry it. Once you want to carry a box, that is.
Yeah, I'd love to get that.
And then today, guys, I unboxed two figures of. It's pretty funny, alternate how we talk about Transformers figures, because today I unboxed my figures of G1 Optimus Prime and G1 Megatron. Yeah.
They both sound look pretty damn cool.
Yeah, they're really cool. They don't transform though, but I'm not going to complain, because when I display my Transformers, I put them in robot mode, not vehicle mode.
Yeah, the robot modes are better.
Indeed. Because if I just put Optimus Prime in his truck mode, unless you saw the Autobot symbol, you'd probably, think it's just a truck toy, when really it's Optimus Prime. My favourite character of all time. Of course, my favourite voice actor, Peter Cullen. And, okay, so, and then as well, guys, I also picked up some things yesterday, actually, because I popped into Kex in Oldham after work to get some stuff, which I thought I'd surprise you with as well today. Shadow and Ozzy are already aware of this because I spoke to them last night, didn't I, guys?
Yeah, you did.
So, first of all, in terms of upgrades to PS5, I was able to upgrade the latest installment of Resident Evil franchise, not counting the remake of Resident Evil 4, which is Village, to PS5. Heard it was apparently a really good game, so you know what, I thought I'd get it. Seems that the franchise is still going strong based on this game and the remake of 4. Then after that, guys, I got some PS3 as well yesterday. One of them is a game by Tom Clancy, and this is an old game in the Ghost Recon franchise, which is Future Soldier. Then also as well, I got the third installment of a franchise by Insomniac. That one used to make good games before they, of course, went horrible on Spider-Man 2, and that is Resistance 3. Definitely want to play more shooter games on my game console, which are not Call of Duty. Then, guys, I also got a fighting game yesterday as well, which is actually a crossover between two franchises, and I'll sing the theme song for one of them, and Shadow Ozzy can sing the theme if you want to after I've done the intro part of it. So here we go. So 3, 2, 1. Dun 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 dun. And that is Mortal Kombat vs DC Universe on PS3. Then I picked up some PS2 games as well yesterday. One of them is another Insomniac game, and that is actually the very first game of Ratchet & Clank. I swear they make so many games out of franchise. It's pretty insane, really, how many they've done. Then also, guys, a game which is actually based on a film directed by Sir Peter Jackson. It's actually a second installment that he directed, which this game is based on. And this game has a good news about, which is the Lord of the Rings The Two Towers game. So I thought, oh yeah, definitely gotta get this. Then after that, guys, I also got a video game for a game which features, of course, a very popular ape in films, and many games for this ape have been released, and also as well, I thought I'd get a game featuring this ape as well, and one of these games featuring this ape had really bad reviews last year, and that, of course, was a game called Skull Island. But I've got a question. Why should I play that game when I can play a way better game from 2005?
Yeah. Yay.
Yep.
The real King Kong game.
Yeah, this is the game based on Sir Peter Jackson's King Kong movie from 2005, guys. I played this on Xbox 360 when I was a kid. Awesome game, in my opinion. Before I get it on PS2, because unfortunately it's not on PS3. And also, guys, check this out. It's a steelbook. So that's pretty awesome. And also, guys, as well, yesterday I also managed to get a PS1 game as well, which I can play backwards compatible on my PS3. And this is actually the third installment of Blaze's favourite game franchise, which you mentioned earlier, which is the PS1 version of Tekken 3. And then today, guys, I got some more things. Two of them are actually films. So, now one of them is actually an animated film. Well, I say animation in terms of, like, CGI animation. And this is actually a film directed by one of my favourite directors of all time, which is Robert Zemeckis. And it also has my favourite voice role of a Canadian comedian, one of my all-time favourites, which is Jim Carrey. Do you know what that film is?
Christmas Carol.
Yep.
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol. Yeah. I saw this film in, like, December 20...
So underrated.
I saw it in December 2022. Loved this film. Absolutely loved it. Then, after that as well, guys. Yeah, I loved it. Then also as well, guys, I picked up as well a special edition for a film, which is actually a horror film, by one of my favourite directors of all time, of course, my favourite Mexican director, which is Guillermo del Toro. And if you've seen this film, you might be aware that this film is, shall we say, red. And Shadow, you probably seen this too as well. So I say it's a red film, Shadow, and it's by Del Toro. Do you know what film it is?
Is it Hellboy?
No, it's not Hellboy. No, I've already got both on the Steelbooks. But this is actually a special edition for a film he did. And it also stars Tom Hiddleston as well. Crimson Peak. Crimson Peak. As like a special edition, yeah. It's definitely pretty cool. It sounds like a book in it showing how the film was made, which is pretty awesome. Then, guys, I also picked up 2 PS5 games as well today. One of them is actually like a first-person shooter game, which I wanted to get to try out. I heard good things about this game. Apparently, it's like a spiritual successor to the Fear franchise. And this game is, of course, Trapang 2. So I thought I'd try it out. I heard good things about this game. And based on clips I've seen, it's already a much better FPS game than today's Call of Duty. Then after that, I also as well got another shooter game for PS5, which I've heard great things about. It's a sequel to a game which was previously like a top-down game, but this one's actually different. I don't know which way it is. I think it's like third person, so based on these pictures here. And this game is Helldivers 2, which are really good things about. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna play this one day. Then also as well, I picked up some more PS3 games as well this week. One of them is a game which Blaze recommended to me, which is the first game of Bayonetta. Or Bayonetta, I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, Bayonetta on PS3.
Oh, Bayonetta.
Bayonetta.
Bay.
And also as well,
I know this because he's in Smash Bros.
Yeah, that's cool. Apparently, the sequels aren't seen on PS3 side. They're like exclusive to, like, you know, Wii and the Switch, apparently. That's what Blaze told me. Then also as well, I picked up 2 games as well by Tom Clancy again, which is the first 2 games were 1 and 2 for Rainbow Six Vegas, because I heard good things about these games, so yeah, I thought I'd try them out. Then also as well, even more
What did
PS2.
I miss?
Blaze, I was just saying that I got the Rainbow Six Vegas game because you could recommend it, and also buy Bayonetta as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. Then, guys, I got 3 more PS2 games. Now, I already, of course, yesterday got Lord of the Rings 2 Towers, but also I got, again, which is actually based on my mum's favourite film of all time, which is Return of the King game. So, yeah, happy about that. And also, guys, there was a second installment in a franchise by Rockstar, a trilogy, if you will. And I got this game as part of paying my respects to the actor who plays this character, which is James McCaffrey, who we unfortunately lost way too soon last year to cancer. I think it was cancer, something like that. I don't know what it was. But yeah, we lost him way too soon. And this game, which I got, which he's in PS2, is Max Payne 2. So now I've got the whole trilogy pretty much now. First again on PS2 and 3 on PS3, so I can play the trilogy now. And finally, on PS2, I got another fighting game, which Blaze wants me to get really badly. And that, of course, is Tekken 5.
Yeah.
And then, guys, as well, I also popped into Legoland today, and I got some Lego sets. And as you may probably guess, based on my previous visits in the past couple of weeks, I got some Lego Sonic sets. Yep. Now,
Yeah.
but what's ironic is, guys, these sets don't even have Sonic in them. They have other characters instead. This one, for example, is a character which is actually a female character who's the title character of this set, which is Amy's Animal Rescue Island, which includes her and Tails, and also as well a crab, and also a crab meat as well. So that's one of them. And the other one I got also as well features a character who, of course, has white gloves. And Ozzy, his favourite actor who plays this character is, of course, Dan Green. And that character, of course, in this set is Knuckles, his Guardian mech. So
You know the way.
yeah, it comes with Knuckles and Rouge. And finally, guys, I got a figure. And this figure is actually not for like a Marvel or DC character or Star Wars character. It's actually a character who appeared in an animated film directed by Brad Bird. And it's made by the same company who made the select figures for Marvel, which have, you know, like a Blade and Thor and Spider-Man. But it's actually for a different character in a film by Brad Bird. And I'll give you guys a clue to who his character is by saying, of course, the name of a superhero who he wants to be in his voice, which is Superman. Yeah, there he is, guys. They actually did figure of Iron Giant. Can you believe that? Like, wow. Just awesome. There he's on the back there as well. That's what he looks like as well. Like, wow. The Iron Giant. And this guy's also one of my favourite voice will have Vin Diesel as well.
Yeah.
So if you want to tell me your favourite thing I got this week, then by all means, go for it.
Okay, so for me it's Christmas Carol, Crimson Peak, Helldivers 2, Return of the King, Pain 2, the Amy Island Lego set, Knuckles Lego set, and the Iron Giant figure.
Nice one. Ozzy, do you want to go next?
Okay. Yeah, my turn. Christmas Carol, the games based on the Peter Jackson movies, Iron Giant, and the Lego Sonic sets.
Nice one. Evan, do you want to go next?
Well, I gotta go with my boy, The Return of the King.
Well, of course, it's basically my favourite film, isn't it, that game?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Blaze, didn't you tell me earlier in the day that your favourite thing I got this week was Tekken 5, and the other Tekken games I got?
Yeah.
You know, that and Tekken 3.
Yep, you nearly have them all now.
I just need to get a first game now for PS1, don't I? Hope I can find that one day. But yeah, it was definitely a pretty cool buy this week, guys. I'll definitely say that. Really cool.
Yeah, amazing.
Inox Wave, well, I see I can find that PS2 game. I mean, is that game any good? The PS2 Incredibles game.
Wait, PS2 Incredibles?
Yeah, apparently
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
I mean, are they any good, those games?
I played Rise of the I liked it. I played Rise of the Underminer on GameCube.
Is that good, Ozzy?
I spent a lot of stuff playing that game. I vaguely remember it.
So nowadays, would you say your favourite one mainly because of, you know, best memory of it is Lego Incredibles?
Yeah, probably.
Because otherwise my favourite. But yeah, I'll see if I can get the Incredibles game for PS2 so I can try it out. Also, what I also really appreciate about this Michael Keaton Batman figure is the cape is like an actual cape, not a plastic cape, which is just in one position, like all Batman figures I have, which is disappointing. Thankfully, it's like an actual cape, guys. So, like, you can literally just open up like this, so it looks like he's gliding.
Yeah, it's kind of like that Henry Cavill Superman figure I used to have back when the movie first came out. Man of Steel.
Yeah. Yeah, sadly, my figure of him based on a Snyder Cut has a plastic cape, which isn't, you know, that plausible compared to his Batman figure.
Yeah, and plus also toys back then they had cloth capes, not
Yeah,
plastic
I
ones,
prefer cloth.
like in the 80s.
Yeah, I think cloth is much more better because it's more realistic and the only one I can accept being a certain pause is my figure of the animated series Batman because it's meant to be like that because he's pausing on the roof or like in the intro sequence my figure of him. And you know I'm happy with that. But thankfully my second animated series figure, which is on my desk with me, actually has a proper cloth for his cape, which I really appreciated. And definitely fine addition to my collection if I was General Grievous. So, yeah. War of the Monsters, never heard of it, but I'll see if I can get it one day for PS2. I'm not going to bother getting on PS Store because in my opinion, PSN on PS3 sucks for me because it barely connects to it these days, which is very annoying. And not only that, but I've tried to buy games on which it digital only, and I couldn't buy them for some stupid reason because it wouldn't work. Just when I'm putting in my card details for it, you know, my credit card, it just wouldn't work. I really hate how the PS Store on the PlayStation app can't like buy PS3 games anymore. That, in my opinion, absolutely sucks. I'm from the UK. That's where I'm from. Like, I wish Sony would understand that lots of people across the world are still playing old games. I wish we'd understand that. Sadly, it seems we don't when it comes to, you know, buying PS3 games and PS Vita games, or better still, even you know, much older games. Because, like, if I was in charge of making the PlayStation 6, guys, I'd make sure every single game dating back to PS1 will be available, you know, backwards compatible, or maybe even, you know, like on the store for you to get all of them, and also with trophy support as well. Because one thing I think is unfair about, you know, PS3 games is some of them don't even have trophies compared to Xbox 360 versions of games, which is, in my opinion, very unfair. For example, old Lego games. I mean, I don't even remember what first one was actually have trophies, you know, the Lego games.
I know the first one that had achievements, that's Lego Star Wars 2 on the 360.
Probably is, yeah. Because 360 introduced achievements, didn't it?
Yep, but it's not worth it.
Yeah, I'm not. I think trophies are much better than achievements anyway.
And I mean, like, the tasks you have to do to get the achievements, they're a pain.
Yeah, I especially hate how in Complete Saga you got to get an achievement for killing Jar Jar about 100 times.
I did it by accident.
I hate that trophy.
Yeah.
Because it's literally just an insult to I'm the best.
Yeah, it is. At least the game made Jar Jar useful because he can jump higher with other characters, you know, double jump high up. At least that made him useful.
Yeah, and they even include that ability in sorcery, which I really love.
I like how he did that. That's good. And I think it's true to say that when I eventually get around to playing the Lego PS3 games, I'll definitely have more fun with Lego Clone Wars than I will with Lego Skywalker Saga.
Oh, you will.
But there's lots of nostalgia from that game for me, absolutely. And so, yeah, I can't wait to get around to that. The only game from, the older era of LEGO games, which on PS3, which I'm not willing to play, which has trophies on it, is LEGO Indiana Jones 2, because like I said before, I hate that game. Bad memories when I played it on Xbox 360 when I was a kid. And one thing about the game, which in my opinion really sucks when it comes to a co-op mode, is the co-op mode, because I really hated the camera work on that. Because I played it with my brother, and we both hated the camera work. It was terrible. We couldn't see where we were going at all.
You can barely see anything.
Exactly.
The split screen was awful.
Yeah.
We kept getting lost.
It doesn't help that that black bar keeps spinning around.
Yeah, I hated that. And not only that as well, but the game as a whole. Like, I really hate how the gameplay was so repetitive in the levels compared to the first game, where all the levels are different.
Yeah, because in that game, the levels are literally just rinse and repeat.
Literally, like for example, the final bosses for every one of the films, including the 3 parts of Kingdom and Crystal Skull, is like a big character,
Yeah.
which makes no sense. It never happened in the films. At least the first game was more faithful.
Tons for more accuracy.
Indeed.
Sure. Do appreciate it.
And personally, I'm not even a fan of the open worlds either, because they literally just feel like levels. And personally, I'm not even a fan of the camera angle in the games, how it feels like a top-down game, like an arcade game, you know what I mean?
Yep.
That was terrible.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that, but thankfully in the games after it, they got rid of it, which I really appreciated. And Ozzy, based on, of course, your experience playing the Portal version, that doesn't have a top-down camera, does it?
Nope, the portable version of LEGO Indiana Jones 2 is superior to the console version.
Awesome. And is it on PSP, Ozzy, or did it also get released on Vita?
It's on PSP. I think it's only on PSP.
That's a shame.
It's also on DS as well, which is how I played it in the first place.
Nice. But yeah, I'm only going to stick to the first one. The first one to me is the only LEGO Indiana Jones game I can accept. And I say that as well nowadays because I have no doubt in my mind if it did a new one, it'd be based on, of course, Diary of Disney, wouldn't it?
Most likely.
So, yeah, and based on the fact I refuse to watch that film, I don't want to see it in Lego form either.
And Ramon can tell us all about it.
Oh yes.
Yep, and also Blaze, and Blaze also can when it comes to the opening scene, because Blaze tried to watch it, but he couldn't even survive the whole film. He shut it off because how bad it was, didn't you, Blaze? And also, guys, when Blaze tried to watch, he showed me clips of it and screenshots of it, and it is definitely really terrible how he did, especially with the opening scene. Blaze was talking about Blaze was talking about in Indiana Jones 5, which you tried to watch and you gave up on.
Yeah, I gave up 1 hour.
Yeah, and Blaze, you showed me like screenshots and clips of it, and it's definitely terrible, isn't it?
Very terrible.
Especially the opening scene because of the CGI being so bad on young Indiana Jones.
Yep. That's literally the only scene I watched from that movie.
And Ozzy, even though people are saying, of course, it feels like Indiana Jones, would you say it doesn't?
No, it does not. Because if it felt like Indiana Jones, then his face wouldn't look like it's about to fall off.
Exactly, because it was very wobbly, weren't it?
Yep, and he would have had a much youthful voice.
Yeah, did you notice he sounded really old?
Yeah, like could you get someone else that can younger that can do a Harrison Ford impression?
Or better still, you use what they did with Luke Skywalker in Mandalorian, because that worked well, didn't it?
Yeah, they could do it once, they could do it again.
Because let's face it, guys, like, it's not Harrison Ford's fault that he sounds old, of course, but let's face it, like, we can't have his old voice over a young version of him, because it would be weird, wouldn't it? But look what happened. They went anyway, didn't they? We should have just used what they did with Luke Skywalker in Mandalorian. I mean, I first found out about this from I can say review of the movie. And also, as well, what's also worse, guys, is the opening scene is like literally in dark lighting, and it still looks bad in that lighting. The CGI. You'd think because it's dark lighting they could hide it, but they don't. They show how bad it is even in dark lighting.
Yeah, because his face flickers.
Indeed. Because when it comes to old films, guys, one of the reasons why I think they can age really well when it comes to visual effects is mainly because of nighttime scenes. Because of that reason. Because they look so good in the nighttime.
Yeah.
But it's just really appalling, you know, how the film uses that much CGI and it looks absolutely horrendous. But yeah, I flat out refuse to watch it. And also, guys, I've also got more evidence how bad it is because my brother saw it. He watched it and he told me he thinks it's rubbish. And based on what I've heard about the film, I don't blame him whatsoever for saying that about it. And also, Ozzy, when you tried to watch the opening scene and you suffered through it, did you by any chance encounter the film's main villain, played by Mads Mikkelsen?
Yeah, Jurgen Voller. Yeah, what about him?
Yeah, what did you think of him based on his de-aging?
It's all right. Better than Harrison's de-aging.
Yeah, because Blaze told me that his face looked way too shiny to look realistically young.
I mean, even though it's not saying much, I still take him over the indie de-aging.
Yeah.
And Jurgen Voller's not even a good villain to begin with.
No, because from what I've heard, apparently he's just a one-dimensional forgettable villain. That's what the Mund told us. Didn't you, Mund?
Yep, he is.
And the Mund, would it also break your heart to say it's your least favourite Waller as Mikkelsen?
It probably is.
Yeah, that breaks my heart because he's a great actor.
Yep.
And according to Asmund, apparently he's just a generic villain. Is that right as well?
Yeah.
Of course he is. I'm not surprised.
Because current day Disney.
Current day indeed, yeah, that's why it sucks.
But hey, I'd rather take this over his version of World. Or whatever it could have been.
Yeah, thankfully I refused to watch any more Fantastic Beasts films after we treated Johnny.
Yeah, even though I'm not a fan of Crimes of Grindelwald, I'll still watch it any day instead of the third one.
The only scenes I enjoy in that film is Johnny's scenes, and that's it.
Yeah, those were the best ones.
Yeah.
Always had his best.
Indeed.
Also, we're not even going to get any more of those movies because of how badly the third one did, which is really funny.
And you know what's not surprising to me that the third one failed? I mean, no Johnny, no wonder it's going to suck.
Yeah, because the fourth movie, it got cancelled, along with the rest of the franchise.
Good.
No. Anyway.
I think the franchise was dead the moment they fired Johnny.
Yep.
Oh, that scene, Exalted, that scene was pathetic. Like, it literally looked like, you know, like a parody scene or something, really, trying to make it funny. The way he got knocked off a train like that, sort of abruptly like that. But I just thought it was stupid.
It was very cartoonic.
Yeah. Like, Indiana Jones is not supposed to be a cartoon, for crying out loud.
Yeah, especially when in the train tunnel, when they literally press Indiana Jones's back to the ceiling. How did you survive that?
Yeah, it's just really stupid. Did it really not sway? I am not surprised at all. And of course, guys, I also refuse to watch any more films in the franchise, especially the third one, because more hated actors in it, Evil Ezra.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm not watching anymore either.
Indeed. I don't want to watch anything else he's in at all.
And also no Johnny.
And by the way, there's another thing I should mention about that particular train scene. If people thought Indy surviving the nuke was ridiculous, wait till you see that.
Well, thankfully I never did, so.
Neither will I.
But other than that, yeah, right when we got back to present day, I just stopped. Because I wanted to see if people were telling the truth, and they weren't. Well, for the most part. So for the most part.
And you can, and of course, when even an opening scene with all that action, apparently, you can't save a film, you know it's going to suck.
That's because I am not witnessing what happens at the end of the movie. I will not witness it.
Yeah, it's best for you don't.
Because if I do, then I'm gonna explode.
I'd go mad if I saw the ending, but thankfully I never have. I've only heard about it from Az's rant he did on the film, which I can probably guess is 10 times better than the movie itself.
Especially considering
exploded about that.
I mean, the one, did you by any chance see Az's rant on Indiana Jones 5? The one, you know, Az's rant on it?
Oh, yes.
And can I ask you, did you find his rant funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly my.
Me, this
So just like Az the one, would you say F this film?
Oh, I give it a 3 out of 10. So yeah.
And you know what, rightfully so. It bombed Knoxwave. Well, you know what? I'm not surprised. This is what happens. This is what happens when you get rid of the star of the show, Johnny. Because I bet lots of his port didn't even see the film because of that, including me. I didn't see it.
Neither did I. I never will.
Never will. Not interested in it.
Well, I mean, the month almost saw it, but I talked him out of it. Remember that one?
Yeah, well done to you for that. Because he probably wasted his time.
People that wanted to watch it, but I didn't want to watch it, so. I said I don't want to watch it. Okay.
Good. That's the right thing to do. Yeah, I feel sorry for Johnny, but thankfully he's bounced back from, of course, what his tough times he's been through. Thanks, of course, the release of his film John de Barry, which has had great reviews. And of course, at the Cannes Film Festival, he got applause from the audience, a standing ovation.
Yeah, and having seen the film myself, I freaking loved it. And I give it a 9.5 out of 10. And yeah, when you guys see it, you might notice one bad quality. And yeah, I'm not supposed to say I didn't like King Louis' daughters.
Oh dear.
As I thought they were kind of likable.
Oh dear.
Like same level of likable as Ellie from The Whale.
Kinda, yeah.
Wow, so both the films, which of course have brought actors back into the film industry, have an unlikable character in them. Brendan Fraser and Johnny Depp's films have unlikable characters in them.
Yeah, but thankfully they don't appear much though.
That's good. Because yeah, when it comes to a whale, guys, Ellie's my main McCarthy with it. She's the reason why I don't give it 10 out of 10. I give it 8 out of 10.
Better. Because I literally told you, I literally texted you guys about it. I literally wanted to smack the character in the face.
Yeah, she was so unlikable and insufferable. Especially, of course, how she said to her own father. She literally said to him, effing die already.
Yeah, right there, I actually wanted to punch her.
Yeah, I mean, I was literally, when watching the film, guys, I was literally swearing at her, like, I was saying, like, F you, and all that.
Yeah, I said the same thing. Just yelled at her. Turned off.
Yeah, and when she appeared on screen afterwards, I gave her middle finger.
Same here, man. Same here.
I'm like, if you hate your dad so much, then why do you keep going to visit him?
Exactly. You're wasting your time if you're going to see someone you hate. Yeah, one absolute joke.
I mean, all that really matters now is that Brendan's back.
Yeah, he is. He certainly is.
Yeah. Oh, welcome back, Tim.
Yep.
Welcome back.
And of course, last year he was able to appear more in the spotlight now, thanks to being in Killers of the Flower Moon. Which I definitely really appreciated about that film. And hopefully I can find it on Blu-ray soon. Hello, Liv. Nice to see you here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. But yeah, if Ellie really wanted, to seek peace with her father, she shouldn't have done it in a bad way. I mean, because I guess you could say what she did when, she greeted her father when she was being mean to him was, as Megatron would put it, peace through tyranny.
Hey Luke, I have a question for you.
By all means, go for it.
Do you by any chance copy paste your thumbnails? Just asking.
What do you mean copy and paste?
Basically, you load it up and just change a couple of things, so you're keeping it the same.
No, I start from scratch every time.
Yeah, same here.
Same with me.
Simply because I don't need to copy and paste, because all my thumbnails are different for each type of video I do. Like for example, you know, my voice comparisons have a unique design because I have a picture of a character with reactors who voice or play a character next to them, and the title above. My reviews are like a black background with, you know, the film there, me next to it, and also characters from it, and also what I say about it in red text. And also my Older Better New series, of course, has a white background with, of course, the meme I include of, you know, no and yes for you know old and better stuff, you know, better than new stuff. And so I try different things each time, really. You know, I don't think it's a good idea to copy and paste, really, because, you know, like, it's just lazy, in my opinion, really. Just try and, you know, make it unique, really. Otherwise, your thumbnails won't be appealing to audiences, will they, if it's the same each time, will they?
Yep. And especially watermarks. Oh my god.
Well, thankfully, on iMovie they're not there, which is handy for me.
Yep, thankfully I don't use it. Thankfully I don't have to deal with it.
But thankfully,
If I do have to, I can Photoshop it.
But then again, though, guys, if what I did appear on my thumbnails, I just crop it out. Simple as that, because I can crop pictures, you know, so I could crop it out. It's not rocket science to get rid of a watermark, is it?
Yeah, and again, I can just Photoshop it.
Exactly. And of course, Ozzy, you saying that you can Photoshop it is proof that you actually put effort into thumbnails because you use advanced technology to edit stuff, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Which is brilliant. It's what we need for a good YouTuber, and you definitely follow that criteria.
Yeah, and best of all, I don't clickbait. I look at you keeping on the camera.
Yeah, indeed. He's definitely, for me, a massive example of a YouTuber always better than you. Nowadays, he clears like I know tomorrow, and I'm just sick of Michael Green now.
Yep, and I heard his reasoning for clickbaiting. He says he has to because of view plummet. I'm like, shut up, that's BS.
Yeah, it is.
Because
it's a lot of rubbish.
Because he says that the last thing he posted actually happened in the video. He said his views tanked. Well, guess what? Technically, when you're posting what actually happens in the video, you're basically testing your audience's loyalty. Will they watch it or will they not? Because if you clickbait, you're testing your loyalty to your audience.
Exactly. And if he trying to be a role model to be a bad YouTuber to his audience, he's doing a great job at that, certainly.
And also, he made a horrendous excuse about... So, right after when Angry Grandpa passed away, he started making merch for it. And he claimed that he didn't do it. The company that he hired to make the merch did it. And
really?
That is BS.
Yeah, it is.
Because they can't do it without his permission.
Indeed. If you guys can hear me out, Susie joined me. Hello, Susie. Oh, I think she's for the toilet or something. I'll open the door for her. Come on, bunny, off you go. Away she goes. She'll probably come back later.
Yeah, Michael, he's a liar.
Yeah, he's a massive liar, and I'm sick of him.
Hate the guy.
And Ozzy, whenever I see his videos, him recommended, even like not even sub to him, I just rewatch Angry Grandpa smashing his PS4 just to get satisfaction.
That's what he gets.
It's also like, of course, whenever, you know, like, whenever I see videos of Amber Turd in the court and all that, I instead, you know, rewatch Blaze's edit of Kratos killing her in God of War 3, when of course, he put her face onto Poseidon, basically.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Indeed, yeah. Yeah, because literally, Poseidon with her face on says to Kratos, you know, wait, Blaze, what did Poseidon say to Kratos again? You will death result or something like that.
I think it was, then prepare for your death, Amber.
No, what did Poseidon say to Kratos?
Oh, the death of Olympus needs the death, that's all.
Yep, and then Kratos then says back to her, then prepare for your death, Amber Turd. Yeah, and personally, guys, even though TC Carson's in his 60s now, I think he's still got it as Kratos based on his interview in 2020. Don't know if you guys have seen it or not.
Yeah, you showed it to me. Well, it was us, because I think Shadow saw it as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You guys, yeah, I'm not sure about you guys in the chat, but in the comments, that is, if you guys have seen it or not. I mean, there's actually, you know, a clip of it on YouTube somewhere. I'll see if I can find it. No, I didn't see that because I'm not interested in that show, Knoxwave, so I didn't see Taiwan's video on it yet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch the actual X-Men.
Yeah, the original show, which is much more better and isn't, you know, woke.
Yeah, I saw Tyrone Magnus' reaction to that, and yeah, the way he sung the song, it was super funny.
Damn adverts.
Yeah, the worst part is that was actually a show. That was a show I actually was looking forward to, but now I don't want to watch it
because you gotta have a non-binary character. Oh my god, aggressive.
And also, honestly, a week as well for some stupid reason as well. Yeah, here it is, guys. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but yeah, here he is. Here's TC, and let me play it for you. Oh, it's on full volume as well, so you guys can hear the whole thing without any problems. Oh, right.
Zeus, I'm coming for you.
There you are. There you go. He still got it to this day.
Couldn't hear anything.
That's stupid. Bloody Discord connection.
But then again, it doesn't matter too much because we've already heard it, Shadow, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're right. And even then, I have the stream open, so if I wanted to hear it again, I could rewind it.
Yeah, so you got a stream to watch, yeah, so yeah, no problems.
But, yeah. Thank you, Disney, for killing our interest in another show again.
Yeah, the Polygon destroy everything that they're making, aren't they?
Yeah, that is Disney for you.
Indeed.
Current day Disney.
And by the way, if you're wondering why I was interested in X-Men 97 at first, is because it was not part of the MCU.
It's just really sad how, you know, they're now destroying even the non-MCU stuff now.
Yep, and I hear rumors of Spider-Man the animated series returning, and let's face it, it's not going to be good.
It's going to be dead on arrival. If they continue it. It's really good with 994 shot. I mean, it's Jay's childhood show, and he loves it, so I'm sure you will too.
It's my second favorite
Mm-hmm.
show of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Spectacular. And let's just say it's the MCU before the MCU.
Yeah, it is, because it features several other Marvel heroes and villains in it, as well as Spider-Man, which is pretty awesome.
And I guess you could say this is the closest thing we'll get to the Avengers, X-Men, and Fantastic Four teaming up. You know, just like in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 1.
Yeah, indeed. You know, that and LEGO Marvel did it well, didn't they?
Yep, which is sadly something we're never going to get properly in the MCU.
Yep, because for some reason they've got new actors playing Fantastic Four who, in my opinion, don't even look like the characters. And secondly, you know, with the X-Men, I don't even know what we're trying to do with the X-Men. They're like bringing actors back. But like, why can't we do the same for the 2005 Fantastic Four cast?
If you can do it for those guys, then you can do it for these guys.
Indeed, because in my opinion, when it comes to the 2005 cast, I personally think they're perfect castings. I love those films. But if you guys want to ask me who my favourite casting was in those films, it's Michael Chiklis, that's a thing.
I'm here.
Yes.
I mean, it's because of him that things are a member of the team, actually, guys.
Yeah, because, like, whenever I read a Fantastic Four comic book, when I'm reading, like, the things line, first thing that comes to mind, Michael Chiklis.
Yeah, I love his voice for a character. His voice is just so badass, really. I love it. Did you really, Blaze? I wonder if you can make him do a moonwalk animation. Yeah, Michael Jackson's an absolute legend. Definitely, in my opinion, a singer whose songs have been immortalised today, of course, that never get old at all.
Yeah.
If I was to do a video on why, I think old music is better than new, it'd probably be a massive one. I'll say that, massive. Because there's too many. Because a matter of fact, guys, most of the songs I have on my iTunes on my phone is literally old music.
Yeah, same.
If you get what I mean.
If we take a look at my playlist, for YouTube music, a good majority of it is literally Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, he's funny, isn't he? And I assume as well Michael Jackson song as well, Ozzy.
Yep, a bunch of MJ songs.
Nice one. Yeah, he is timeless. It's a shame we lost him way too soon. He was only 50 when he passed away. Rest in peace to him.
Well, that's just not fair.
Isn't it really sad how lots of the greatest singers of all time we lost way too soon, Michael included?
Yeah. Did we lose Freddie Mercury too soon as well?
I think we did, yeah, and also Elvis as well. And also
Chester.
one of my favourite female singers, Amy Winehouse as well.
Chester from Linkin Park.
Oh yeah, Chester Bennington, yeah, we lost him way too soon, which I was heartbroken about because I love Linkin Park as a band actually. I mean, I will say as well, guys, but even though the Bayformers films for Transformers do have their faults, I appreciate them because they introduced me to Linkin Park.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me.
Yeah, I love their songs, the Transformers, like What I've Done, New Divide, Iridescent. Great songs. Out of them, my favourite's probably New Divide, though, to be honest. I love that song very much.
I think I'd probably go Iridescent.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, that's literally one of the songs I listened to on graduation day from high school last year.
Nice one. But it means a lot to you then, doesn't it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, Prince. Yeah, I know of him mainly because his music was in about 1989, of course, which is pretty cool, wasn't it?
Same here. Yeah. My favorite song from him in general is Party Man, also featured in Batman 1989.
Yeah, absolute banger.
Yeah, I know at one point he was going to collaborate with Michael Jackson, but it didn't happen.
Oh, well, that would have been awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because you know the Michael Jackson song Bad?
Yeah, of course. Absolute classic.
Yeah, he was supposed to collaborate with him on that one, but it didn't happen because he didn't like the lyrics.
Ouch. Ozzy, based on this screenshot Blazers posted here of his character, is that a costume Michael Jackson wears in one of his music videos?
Let me see.
Someone know my chat.
I don't know which song that was though, because like the music videos I've seen would be like Bad, Smooth Criminal, Thriller, which is the scariest one. And,
yeah, Thriller is scary. Wait, Blaze, is that supposed to be one of his costumes, Blaze? Is that supposed to be one of his costumes, or is it just you made the character look like Michael Jackson based on his face and all that?
Also, I should mention another reason why Thriller is incredibly scary.
Yeah, it is scary. Yeah, you're not wrong at all.
Yeah, but here's another reason why it's scary. Vincent Price.
Oh yeah, the absolute legend in horror.
Yeah, because the narration that happens at the end of the song, that's him.
And he absolutely nailed it.
And even the song as well is Vincent Price.
Yeah,
if that left. Yeah.
Yeah. So Thriller was pretty much how I got introduced to Vincent Price in the first place.
Yeah, and of course that music video I definitely love because I'm a zombie fan when it comes to films and all that. I'm a zombie film fan.
Yep, and I also watched the music video at a young age. I should also mention.
Same. I think I was about 11 when I first saw it. When it comes to zombies, guys, can you guys do like an impression of a zombie by any chance? I mean, if you want to see mine, then I can literally do one of me like reanimating, basically. Like pretend I'm reanimating now.
Well, I guess if Blaze decides to do another redub, he knows where to get the zombie voices from.
Yeah, all of us.
And also, I can do a Walker impression from The Walking Dead, like listen to this.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah.
No, that was dead quiet for some reason. Probably a Discord problem or something.
Okay, let me try again.
Just try and sound dead violent, but do like a raspy voice, because that's what most of them sound like on Walking Dead Walkers. Wait,
It doesn't work.
Yeah, I still can't hear a thing.
But here's one. Can anyone do an impression of the White Walkers?
what from Game of Thrones? But Shallow, we don't say anything.
In that case, I'm doing the impression of it right now.
Wait, Shadow, is that a joke?
Yeah, sorry, no.
Because
How about Black Ops Zombies?
oh, I can't remember what they sound like. It's been ages since I played Black Ops.
Usually they have like some sort of scream sound. They go like something like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Exalted Nerd,
It's something like that.
Exalted Nerd, me and Ozzy don't do favourites with Michael Jackson songs. We don't do favourites, do we, Ozzy?
No, I don't.
Simply because his songs, in my opinion, are too iconic to put in a list of favourites, because it's just too iconic.
Yeah. However, though, you could ask me what my favorite Weird Al Yankovic parody. You could ask me that if you wanted to.
And which one is it?
Amish Paradise.
Yeah, I love that parody. What, Blaze?
And he did a Necromorph impression.
A what?
From Dead Space, you know, the aliens he fights.
No, and quite frankly, I'm sick of those creatures because they've been giving me nightmares these days.
Oh, wow.
I can only do one alien impression, and I might as well let you take a guess of the character when I do the voice. And that's
The Martians from Mars Attacks.
Yep. Yeah.
Good old Frank Welker doing
Yeah,
that voice.
Yeah, I can't do Xenomorphs. They're too scary.
Yeah, I can't even copy their, you know, hisses they do, really. It's hard to do, really. Or even the loud ones.
I mean, I might as well say it. To me, Xenomorphs are the scariest aliens in movies in general.
Oh, yeah, they are, no doubt about that. I think they help define the idea of scary alien creatures, really, the Xenomorphs.
Yeah. And if I had to say second scariest, I guess in this case, it's the Martians or Mars Attacks.
And if you were to ask me which alien is my favourite, which of course hunts things, isn't like, you know, a crazy one like a Xenomorph who wants to kill everything in its path. My favourite alien who hunts things is Predator.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, guys, the character is not a hero or anti-hero. He's a villain, Predator.
I still don't know how Predator got sequels.
Me neither. Because I really feel that, you know, what came after the first film really screwed over a character by changing who he is, really.
I think it's a good thing that I've only seen the first one.
Probably for the best. Although, in my opinion, the worst Predator films I've ever seen are the Alien vs Predator crossovers.
And also we did not talk about Prey.
No, we don't. I've not even seen it. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, the Disney one.
It's nothing but overrated crap.
Thankfully, I've never seen it, and also mainly because my interest in the franchise was killed by The Predator in 2018. I hate that movie.
I should also mention I've seen Dead Meat's Kill Count on Alien vs Predator, and ooh, those movies are terrible.
Yes, they are. Especially the second one, Requiem.
I couldn't even see a single thing that was going on.
We'll put it this way, Ozzy. In my opinion, with Requiem, there's nothing good about it.
Okay, that tells me enough.
Yeah, it's crap.
There's literally nothing that's even good.
No, there isn't. Literally because you can't even see it because it's so dark. Even when you put your TV on the highest brightness possible, you can barely see a thing.
That's what I tried doing, but it blinded me and it didn't work.
Exactly.
And as for the first one, Dead Meat, he used the extended cut, and that blood CG is terrible.
Yeah, and what's worse, Ozzy, is compared to the original, Predator film, which I think is rated 18, I think, isn't it? This first AVP film was rated PG-13 for some stupid reason.
May I ask why?
Because people are making it stupid. They've completely forgotten that the Alien Predator are not for kids.
Yep, but what do you know? Disney's trying to make Alien for kids now for some reason.
Yep, no, they haven't. And Ozzy thought, I will say that in my opinion, the first one is slightly more tolerable than the sequel, mainly because of Lance Henriksen, in my opinion. That's what I'll say. And thankfully, of course, you can actually see what's going on in the film.
Well, like the second one.
Indeed.
But I think there's one thing we can agree on. The true Alien vs. Predator is Mortal Kombat X.
Indeed, when it comes to, where they appear as DLC, that is, it's pretty sad how that game gets them better. But then again, Wazzy, have you played the Alien vs. Predator game for Xbox 360 and PS3?
I haven't. The only Alien vs. Predator game I'm aware of is the one on the Atari Jaguar.
Well, I would strongly recommend the PS3 Xbox 360 version, because that game, in my opinion, is miles better than both of the films. Miles better.
Alright, I'll see if I can find it.
Because frankly, compared to the first AVP film where a Predator is an anti-hero who joins forces with the humans to take down the xenomorphs in the film, compared to that, however, in this game, the Predator actually kills civilians.
Just like what I'm about to do to this zombie.
Yeah, because, Ozzy, in the game, you got to kill, scientists in the game to progress through by opening doors using their retinal scan. Basically, so yeah. It keeps faithful to the original film in that sense.
Very much.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can tell, I'm playing Black Ops 2 Zombies.
Yeah. And in my opinion, I think the Xenomorph is much more scarier than the Predator when it comes to, the danger they have, because compared to the Predator who hunts, and whatever it's been targeted to hunt, towards the hunt or whatever, basically by its masters, the Xenomorph will kill anything in its path, just so it can make more Xenomorphs.
Very much. I mean, proof of that is literally in the first two Alien movies.
Indeed.
Well, the only ones, I should say.
Yeah, because in my opinion, there's only 2 Alien films.
Yeah, someone replied to my comments that I left on your video on why aliens didn't need sequels.
There can only be 2 films as far as I'm concerned. Especially with this upcoming one, which I refuse to watch, because I just don't really see the point in this franchise continuing at all, really.
I'm telling you, that franchise is already dead.
Indeed. Not even the prequels could save my interest, in my opinion, either.
Yeah, because those prequels were trash.
I wouldn't be surprised if the humans even more stupid in this upcoming film.
Well, since it's by Disney nowadays, yeah, that should be self-explanatory.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's gonna be even worse.
Indeed. Look up into Prey, Shadow.
Yep, and just like Prey and AVP 1 is gonna have a mare suit.
Why am I not surprised?
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's a mare suit in the first AVP movie.
Indeed. Yeah. And
this
also,
was before.
yeah, indeed, long before Disney, of course. Ozzy, it's 2004, Ozzy, the first one.
20 years ago.
Indeed. And also, Shadow, didn't you say as well that the actress who plays the main character in Prey is someone you lost respect for as well?
Yeah, because literally I attacked the fans who hated the film.
Well, that's just stupid. If I hurt, I'd apologise for the film, wouldn't attack the fans.
And of course, you have to be named Amber.
Yeah, why is it that people these days who can be so unlikable are called Amber? First one, more hated actress, and now somebody who attacks fans because her film sucks. It's just not fair, is it, guys?
I don't get that.
So Amber's a curse thing now, I guess.
Yeah, it made me feel sorry for people who are actually nice were called Amber.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? The
What?
Resurrection's curse.
Oh yeah, because lots of bad films have that in the title. Like I think, the worst one I've ever seen with that in the title is of course Piss Erections, from The Matrix, which in my opinion is anything but Matrix. And then also as well, when it comes to older films as well, Alien Resurrection, in my opinion, sucks as well. What else is Resurrection? It sounds a bit bad.
Halloween.
Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hate that film so much. Ugh.
I guess Birdemic. Even though those movies are not really that good.
I've not seen any of those Birdemic films. Are they really bad, are they?
Well, based on what Vermont showed us.
I mean, don't they have like famously really bad CGI that everyone's aware of for the birds?
Yeah.
I think I've seen like a clip of them like where flying and it looks horrible.
They don't even move.
Exactly.
But there's one thing I will say, it's a giant outtake. Still better than modern Marvel CGI.
Damn.
Ooh, ouch, burn. Big burn for Marvel. Especially
Well,
with
it's
Wonder.
what Marvel deserves for using bad CGI these days.
Especially Woken Wonder.
Yeah, because apparently that was awful CGI, does it, Ozzy?
Yep. And also, Taydock.
Yeah, of course. That's probably like the worst example for a character who's created with CGI, I guess, when it comes to MCU. You know, when it comes to characters who aren't even supposed to be human. Because Mordok isn't supposed to be human, is he? You know, he's like a mutated creature, isn't he? Created from George Tarleton, isn't he?
You know what? That CGI is a badass.
That's really saying something. And also, guys, Susie rejoined us. Hello, Susie.
Yay. Huh?
Yeah, she is my little best friend. Aww. Susie.
Yeah, it's always nice to have your past chance.
Yeah. Especially my best friend, Susie. Aww. I love it as well when cats need, like soft surfaces, with their paws. It's just so cute to see. When I say need, they like, press it down with paws like that. It's just so cute to see. I love doing that. I think it's a way of relaxing. Aww. Oh, guys, she's purring. She's purring. Oh, I love it. I love this. Does this make you guys want to have a pet cat, because of this?
One of the reasons, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Ozzy, would you say because of Susie, you want a cat as well?
If I was able to, yeah.
Yeah. Then again, well, guys, if we were met one day, I'd let you guys meet her as well. But yeah, nowadays, she's very friendly towards people, so I'm sure she'll be friendly to you guys. Oh, I love loving a purr like this. It's just too cute. Aww. She'll probably settle down on the cushion and probably go to sleep, because she sleeps next to me nowadays, guys, when I'm playing on my PS5. Ozzy, do you actually have any pets in your house right now?
Yeah, I have a dog.
Oh, nice. Does your dog keep you company a lot of the time?
Well, when he's hanging out in my room, then yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cute. And Shadow, did your dog keep you company as well?
Yeah, pretty much all the time.
Oh, I guess you could say he's your best friend then.
Yeah. He served the cross.
Yeah. Rest in peace to your lovely dog.
Thanks. Thanks, man.
Yeah. And based on a picture you sent of him as well, he was so adorable. Yeah, a precious gem. Yeah, I think pets in this world definitely really make us happy, don't they?
Yeah, but sure. Sure do.
Yeah. And also, what's amazing about Susie, guys, is that when I first got her, a few years ago, she used to be scared of her own shadow and all that. She used to be a scaredy cat, literally a scaredy cat. But nowadays, even with loud noises, she's still really calm. She'll sit there for ages and not be scared. I'm just really proud of how far she's come, really. It's like you could say development for a character in a film, really. It's a pity that Mun's on mute because I'd love to talk about the Naked Gun reboot with him right now.
He can still hear you.
He's on mute. Look,
No, he can't.
he's got the whole thing on mute, mic and his headphones. So now he can't hear us and we can't hear him. If he was watching a stream, he'll probably hear me say about the Naked Gun reboot. But to you guys watching the stream, well, what I'll say is, I've already told these guys about it, but I'll say it to you, right? You know, I love Liam Neeson as an actor. I really do. And he has my respect for slamming today's Disney Star Wars and all that. But I don't see him at all as Frank Drebin at all in the Naked Gun reboot. I really don't see it at all. And in my opinion, and as well, no one can play Frank Drebin better than Leslie Nielsen. To me, he is Frank Drebin.
Yeah, he is Frank Drebin.
He is indeed. Definitely my favourite role of his as well. So, and I think the idea of doing a reboot in the first place is disrespectful to him and to the cast and crew who made the trilogy.
Yep, it is.
And I will say as well, it's also being produced by Seth MacFarlane too, and I do love Seth MacFarlane as a writer and as an actor, but I don't think his humour can fit with Naked Gun's humour, in my opinion.
Yeah, because isn't most of Naked Gun humor just slapstick?
It's pretty much humour which is slapstick, and it's aimed at everyone, including, you know, young audiences as well, really, pretty much. It's basically for everyone.
Is rough.
Yeah, it's basically for everyone, really, to be honest, when it comes to humour for, you know, for the Naked Gun trilogy. Whereas, of course, with what Seth does, his humour's not really aimed at kids, is it?
No, his humor is rough.
Indeed. Whereas, you know, Naked Gun's humour is for everyone to have a laugh at.
Yeah, and if you want proof, Ted movies and Old Family Guy and the Ted series.
I mean, I was worried the Ted series wouldn't be good, you know, because of what happened with Current Day Family Guy, but thankfully, it looks like Seth is able to actually make a good show again, isn't he, because of what you guys said about it.
Yep, no Disney involved.
And Ozzy, when it comes to watching the first episode of a Ted show, were you, like, loading up with like, a concerned face, but then throughout the episode you were dying after?
I was basically just taking everyone's word about it, because he saw the show before us.
Hmm.
I'm like, oh, okay, let's see how this is, and then, yeah, it just turned to be non-stop laughing.
And did you laugh at the very beginning as well, by any chance?
Well, with the narration, yeah.
And didn't you guys also say it's Ian McKellen narrating it?
Yeah,
It is.
Is ours with Joe because his best friend Patrick Stewart narrated a Ted film before him?
I think so. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's the idea.
Yeah, because they're best friends, so I definitely think that's pretty funny, actually. Really, Blaze? Well, good luck to you.
Wait, what?
He's watching a Mega Man sequel, guys, for our benefits. Yeah, all I can say is good luck, because, yeah. I mean, Blaze, he's got 0% Rotten Tomatoes.
That literally the first thing from DreamWorks in general is get that score.
I think it is, yeah, based on what I've, you know, seen from, you know, what people have thought of the stuff, yeah.
Yeah, even Cat the Hat doesn't have that score.
Damn, I'm not saying something.
I mean, it's still my worst live action DreamWorks movie. It's not getting out of that one.
Yeah, you know, kind of high, actually, cautious, in my opinion.
Yeah, because it's just a full-on horror movie.
Horror in a bad way, not like a horror movie way, because it's just plain trash from start to finish. I mean, I don't know what's good about it. Is there anything good about it?
Let me think. No. Unless you want to count that shameless Universal advertisement.
Yeah, or maybe that guy who became, you know, the meme, you know, that guy who yells, "You're fired."
Or the bald, eloquent boss battle.
Maybe. But then again, but Bald Alec being in the film is also the reason why I hate it, because his character, in my opinion, is very annoying.
And it's just so goddamn unlikable.
Exactly.
Unlikable.
Like, even if I liked Bald Alec, I'd still think his character's unlikable either way.
Yeah, even if I didn't lose respect for him, that would have been his worst role.
Indeed, yeah, it's definitely, in my opinion, his worst role ever. My favourite live action role of his, for, if I was to pick one, would of course be Mr. Conductor. That's what Jesus Twilight Borden, actually. But in my opinion about Ozzy, he's the worst narrator of the American dubs of Thomas, in my opinion.
I'd say he's at his worst in mostly in Series 6.
Yeah, because I feel like he's not even trying, is he?
Yeah.
Like, you can tell he sounds really bored, like he don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, that right there, you can literally tell.
Yeah. Would you say the best example of it is Scary Jack Frost?
Yep.
Yeah, that was just laughable. And also, like, he didn't even get Donald Douglas their Scottish accents when they spoke to him from Scotland.
Yeah, even George Carlin did the accents.
Yeah, he did. He did a great job at it. And also, Ozzy, did you by any chance see the American dub of Ringo Starr's first two seasons where he re-narrated the first two seasons for American audiences?
I guess I saw some of it.
Yeah, because you may be aware of this already, but you know that Chinatown Station by the railroad?
Yeah.
Well, it used to be a kid's show in America, which introduced American audiences to Thomas, and the narrator would play Mr. Conductor, in this case Ringo Starr, right?
Oh, yeah.
And he would re-narrate the show for his American audiences, mainly by changing some words, like for example, of course, Fat Controller is called Sir Top Behind in America, so American audiences, and also as well, trucks in America, of course, are called cars. And I also as well believe that drivers are called conductors, aren't they, in America, aren't they?
They are.
Yep, so he would, of course, re-record those lines. But the thing is, what Ozzy is, there's actually a bit of a problem with Ringo's last episode he ever did for Thomas, for Series 2 finale, Thomas Missing Christmas Tree.
What happened?
Well, I don't know if you've seen it or not, because, well, I'll tell you, because, right, you know how he, of course, re-narrated several lines, as I've just said, right, for American audiences? Well, with this finale, he unfortunately left the series before he could re-narrate any new lines, basically. So the problem is, Ozzy, is he couldn't, of course, include, Sir Tom Hat in his dialogue with, because basically, right, due to this, however, they instead cut out the lines mentioning Fat Controller instead of re-recording them.
And I'm guessing the editing was probably not that good.
It wasn't, because there's like long shots of nothing happening as a result of it. But we see but indeed, but what I don't understand is, can we just cut the shots to be shorter?
And now that I think about it, since they cut Michael Angelis after Ringo Starr, couldn't they just have him re-recorded?
Well, in this case, it'd be George Carlin, wouldn't it? For the American one.
Oh.
Because if this was the American one, because for Series 3 to 4, was George Carlin played Mr. Conductor.
Alright, never mind. I got my brain is kind of fried right now.
And again, well, George Carlin did redub the first two seasons anyway, so yeah, he would have, of course, done the whole thing for a finale. But what I don't understand is, since Ringo Starr's voice is very similar for most of the run, couldn't they just literally use archive order of him saying Stop and Hat? Can we just done that instead? For different takes, of course, so it sounds believable, not just added in.
Yeah, not like the stupid Middle Engine episode, where they literally just used the exact same recording for Cole.
Indeed. Yeah,
Have you noticed that?
Well, I've heard that apparently has a really bad dub in America.
Hence why it's the worst episode of the classic series.
Yeah, America's the way it treats Percy, of course.
Yep.
Which I despise, which I think is the worst one of the classic series, and why Series 6 is my least favourite Thomas series in my classic series. And also, so basically, Ozzy, what I don't understand is they couldn't even like reuse archive audio for Ringo Starr saying Sir Topham Hatt before, different takes of it. Like, so I feel like it went horribly wrong with the Series 2 finale. And also, Ozzy, when it comes to errors in model series, have you noticed sometimes the engines have a wrong faces?
Sometimes.
Like, for example, the face of different characters.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty funny, actually. And have you also noticed as well that sometimes they have like the wrong expression when they're supposed to be a different emotion?
Oh yeah, when they're supposed to be sad, yet they put on happy faces.
Yes. For example, in the Series 2 finale, when Thomas, of course, gets stranded in the snow and the engines are grumbling about where he is, the narrator says rumbling. In that scene, Henry and Gordon are smiling.
Okay, that is actually pretty funny.
Yes. And also, Ozzy, when it comes to Series 6 as well, one episode I also didn't really like when it comes to how characters treated it is also the episode called Edward Really Useful Engine, because, in my opinion, Gordon was very unlikable in that episode. What you said about Edward.
I think I remember you told me that.
Yeah, because he, of course, said Edward should retire. But, of course, the Fat Controller helps prove that Edward is really useful. And also, Ozzy, whenever you see the Fat Controller, do you always imagine Michelangelo's voice for him?
Usually, Michelangelo's the first one that comes to mind.
Yeah, I love his voice he does for Fat Controller.
Yeah, and if I pick American, then George Carlin.
Yeah, in my opinion, he's the best American audience narrator.
Yeah,
And-
because I've heard, aside from Paul Oakland, I've heard Michael Brandon after him, and I'm not a fan of his narration, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't really like his either, to be honest. Some people for some reason reckon he's better than Angelus, but no, in my opinion, Angelus is the greatest narrator ever.
I'm like, nah, Angelus is the GOAT.
Yeah, he's the best one, as far as I'm concerned. Like, there's a reason why he kept coming back to a narration role for so long. Simply because, in my opinion, he's the best one. Always will be.
Yeah, and I believe Brandon's actually doing conventions, I think.
Apparently so. And when it comes to the era of hit, or where it's series 11 to 12, I personally like 11 because it introduces it brings back Donald and Douglas for an episode.
Yeah, I'm glad that they get brought back.
Yeah. And I also like how they introduce new characters as well. That made me actually pretty excited when I was a little kid, actually, to new characters, especially with.
I actually remember I had a DVD called Thomas and New Friends where we see Spencer for the first time, along with Emily, Arthur, Murdoch.
From Series 7.
Yeah, the one I saw was with Michelangelo's, the DVD I had.
Yeah, because he actually re-narrated some episodes from American Horror Series 7, Ozzy, you know.
Yeah.
And even invited better than Michael Brandon.
Yeah. And plus, I remember the song that came with that DVD. It's called 5 New Engines in the Shed.
Oh, yeah, it's a good song.
I guess you could say that song is a perfect way to describe newcomers.
Yeah, and that's why I think the songs for Thomas are so relevant to this day. And Percy as well, Ozzy, when it comes to the themes for the characters in both, the classic and hit era, I think the classic themes are much more like, memorable.
Yeah, especially Henry.
Yeah, I love that theme so much from classic era. Hey, Lucky Nerd, welcome.
What's up, Lucky? Hey, Lucky. Okay.
Hmm.
Can you hear us?
Oh no, things got a connection problem or something if he's not responding. Oh dear. That sucks. Yeah, I didn't like his narration either. Oh, here he is now. Oh. Yeah, Michelangelo's narration of Hit's much better. Because he actually does try to do a great job, and he still did. And also, Ozzy, when it comes to Series 12, how it's the first one to have CGI faces and all that.
Yeah.
I kind of feel that, that it messed up the narration a bit when it comes to voice for the characters, because they sound a bit forced, in my opinion.
And also, weren't some lines out of sync as well?
Kind of, yeah. Oh no, look, it's got bad Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Oh dear.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't understand really what happened with it. With Series 12, because based on the mouth movement, it sounds like they basically have the narrators, talk in sync with a mouth movement, basically, and that, in my opinion, held them back a bit. Because I feel in the model era they could put more emotion in the voices because they don't have to worry about the movement of the mouth, really.
Yeah, it's much better just not have the characters talk.
Yeah.
Like the mouth movements, just don't make the mouths move.
And yeah, I personally as well think Michael Dalton and Junior Campbell's themes for characters are much more memorable than, you know, the ones by, is it Robert Hartshorn who does a music for a hit era? I think it's him, yeah. And, you know, the composer for the hit Thomas era, isn't he called Robert Hartshorn or something like that?
Yeah, I can search it up.
Yeah, I think I've heard that name somewhere when it comes to composers, yeah. Someone Hartshorn. But yeah, Mike and Junior, in my opinion, are the goats for Thomas music, in my opinion. And also, Ozzy, do you know what I think is so dumb about Series 7 when it comes to the American version?
What about it?
It uses the hit era music and the intro, not the classic intro and the classic music.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
That's the engine roll call one, right?
Well, yeah, from that era, yes. It's called hit era. 11 to 12 it is. Well 8 to 12, yeah.
I remember that engine roll call.
I mean, I like the roll call song. It's a good song, but in my opinion, no near as iconic as the actual theme song and the intro sequence and all that of a classic era.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I know there was another special. I think it was called Calling All Engines, or
Yes, it
I
is.
think it's Calling All Engines, where they bring back Diesel 10 and Lady.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I appreciate that about it.
Yep. However, though, there's one thing I really wish they did for mostly Diesel 10, and I think you could probably figure it out.
Neil Crone.
Yep, I really wish they brought him back.
Hmm. Because he made Diesel 10 terrifying, didn't he?
Yeah, but then again, I do understand the idea. It's supposed to be the narration. It's supposed to be the narration that brings the characters to life. It would have been nice to hear Neil Crone again.
Yeah, could you say the same in Culture Part of Brit Talk as Lady?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hmm.
I mean, again, my favorite role of Warcraft is Lady, and Neil Crone, Diesel 10.
Yeah, isn't Lady her only role she's played?
I think so.
Yeah, there you go then. So yeah, definitely an easy choice to take into it really when it's only one role. And yeah, Neil Crone, Diesel 10, he made him really terrifying, didn't he?
Especially Pinchy.
Indeed, yeah. And I guess he was also good at Gordon too as well.
Which is pretty much the only good thing about that 2D show.
Oh god. The American version, that is, because I don't think he watched it in the UK dub, does he?
I haven't even watched the UK dub, and I don't think I want to.
Is it working for you now, Lucky Nerd? Oh no, Discord's messing it up his voice. I can barely hear what he's saying.
Yeah,
I can't hear a thing.
can't hear.
You might have to comment him and on my chat looking to communicate with us, I guess, because yeah, it looks like Discord's messing up your voice, which really sucks. I can't even hear. Oh, he left. Dang. And also, Ozzy, when it comes to characters, you know, unlikable, when it comes to unlikable characters as well, Ozzy, I also feel the episode called What's the Matter with Henry in Series 7 made Thomas and Percy unlikable. Do you know that episode where Henry's ill?
And I'm guessing Thomas and Percy bully him in that one.
They basically say that he's not ill. They make out he's not ill, he's just being lazy. When he actually is ill, leaking water and all that.
How is that being lazy?
Yeah, but the episode made me love Henry a lot more because despite being ill, he still tried to pull a heavy train. Definitely made Henry still one of my favourite characters. And plus, Ozzy, you know when it comes to the classic series of Thomas as well, there's a particular character I was really obsessed with and I wanted to get a toy of when I was a little kid, and that's Oliver.
Great Western. I think he's Great Western. I get confused with him and Duck on that one.
They are both Great Western. Duck's number 8 and Oliver's number 11, and he of course has Total Rate Man.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, it was either Donald Douglas that saved him from a smelter's yard.
Yeah, I think it was Douglas.
Yep, and he was also friends with the car called Toad.
Yeah, he's a brake van, yeah, or car. Yeah.
Yeah, because Toad finally goes forward for once.
Yeah, I like Todd as a sidekick to Oliver.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And get put into a pond or a swamp, crash into it. Is what I.
Yeah, and busy going backwards.
I really got him. Yep, and
and
there's something I gotta bring up regarding that episode.
busy going backwards.
The American narration.
What about it?
So when Bald Oakman voices Toad and Oliver, he gives them a voice. Yet he can't do it for Donald Douglas.
It shows you he just doesn't care, does he?
Yeah, if he could do a voice for those characters, then do it for Donald Douglas.
Exactly.
He even did one for Duncan in the episode Duncan Gets Spooked.
Yeah, I think he gave him a little Pudlian accent, but not a Scottish accent, even though Duncan is supposed to be Scottish.
Also, I did rewatch that episode recently.
Is it so scary to this day, Ozzy?
And, yep, still scary to this day.
Damn.
I'll think that might be, I don't know, maybe the scariest episode of the classic era, or I don't know, because there's also Percy's Ghost Train episode.
Yeah, that was definitely really scary for series 2. Yeah, really scary.
For Percy's Ghost Train, it's mostly the music.
Oh yeah, it's frightening. Really frightening. Did you also notice, Ozzy, did you also notice when it comes to music in the first 2 seasons, did you notice they sounded very electronic, whereas from series 3 onward it sounded like an orchestra?
Yeah.
I
mean, I don't know if it was just me, but at first I thought the composer of the first season was Jerry Goldsmith.
I mean, I wouldn't have blamed you because his music is quite similar to that, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, when you compare it to the Gremlins theme.
Yeah, exactly.
For example.
Yeah, because that theme is quite electronic, isn't it, the way it goes, and a similar, style of tune, isn't it, really?
Yep. Because you never know, there might be a gremlin in your house.
Oh, God, that ending narration just scares me to this day.
Yeah, because, I know the first time when I saw the movie a few years back, I couldn't sleep.
I can't blame you, the film is terrifying.
Yeah, because, what if there really is a gremlin in my house? That's... what's funny? When I rewatched the episode with Gordon and the gremlin, as soon as the episode ended, I just played that music immediately.
I love that episode as well. Then again, it's one of my favourite seasons. It's one of my favourite series as well, of a show too.
Yeah, I mean, again, gremlins, they're scary.
Yeah, they are. My favourite gremlin is Stripe.
Yeah, the leader.
Yep, indeed. Obviously, though, my favourite Mogwai is Gizmo himself. Love Gizmo.
Yeah, he's just so cute.
Yeah, he is. Definitely my favourite will have Howie Mandel as well.
I mean, if I have to say anything about gremlins, there's 3 good things that I learned. And that is, 1, don't get it wet. 2, don't flash bright lights. And 3, don't feed it after midnight.
Yeah, indeed. And also, Ozzy, when you saw the Goonies for the first time a couple of years ago now, did you by any chance pick up the Gremlins reference when Chunk called the police?
No.
Because when he called the police, the officer recognised him as somebody who made a prank call to the police because he called them saying there were those creatures who multiply when you put water on them.
Oh, that's the reference.
Yep.
Yeah, because I saw Goonies before Gremlins.
Oh, did you? Alright, so... But now, I guess you know reference, don't you?
I might rewatch Goonies. I might as well give Goonies a rewatch at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, the Goonies is also, for me, an example of a timeless masterpiece. Timeless.
Yeah, it's Richard Donner.
Yeah.
Spielberg's producing.
Yep. 2 legends right there making it.
And I guess if we're talking about pirate movies, I guess Westworld would be my favorite standalone pirate movie.
Yeah. Although I can, of course, get your favourite when it comes to more than one it's a pure DC trilogy, isn't it?
It is.
No question.
Why would it not be? That's the real question.
Exactly. Because to be honest, I don't see why those ones could be considered bad for trilogy, that is.
Yeah, because I've seen other pirate movies. There's this animated one. Well, first originated from Germany and then got other releases. I think it's direct to video. It's called The Pirates of Tortuga Under the Black Flag.
And when it comes to, like, films as well coming out this year, Ozzy, as you may be seeing my post, you may be pleased to hear that my most anticipated film of this year is now Sonic 3.
Yep, I saw it. The hype is on, man.
Yeah, I saw your comment. And when it comes to upcoming films this year as well, I'm definitely very excited for Megalopolis, the movie by Francis Ford Coppola. Have you read your book yet from Francis Ford Coppola, Ozzy? Which is by
I haven't
him.
read it yet.
Oh, right. Yeah, because I definitely really want to watch it because Francis is one of my favourite directors of all time.
I still need to watch more movies from him. That's the real thing.
Please do, yeah. He's made great films, and he's got a really great cast for this film, which he's making too. One of the, main characters is played by Adam Driver, which makes me excited because he's a great actor. And all of that as well, guys. But he's also, and also as well, guys, he's also got Shia LaBeouf in the film too.
Nice.
And yeah, I think as well, guys, we should definitely praise Shia, shouldn't we? Should we do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, because yeah, I think he is.
Deserves more than anything.
Yeah, because guys, I think when he's got the right direction, he's a great actor. And always thanks to Surf's Up and Fury, for example. And not only that as well, but behind the scenes, he's a nice man as well. And one thing he said, which makes me respect him as well, was when he was, of course, doing his recording for the Transformers 2007 game, when he reprises Wallace Sam, based on the first movie, in his interview, he said that you can't do a Transformers film without Peter Cullen. And he's speaking the truth right there. That makes me respect Shia. He's a good person. And of course, guys, as well, nowadays, of course, he's a good life because, guys, he's got a daughter. So he's happy now, isn't he?
Yep.
And so yeah, hope he's doing well with his career, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing him in Megalopolis.
Yep. And I already know which channel's most anticipated movie for me to watch when it comes to Francis Ford Coppola.
Is it? Yeah, Dracula. It is a masterpiece in the horror genre, Ozzy. I'm sure you'll definitely love it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about my favorite. Instead of just wait, what? Yes, my favorite Coppola film. And I'm thinking instead of October to watch the movie, why don't I just not wait and just do it?
Well, it's up to you. Watch whenever you want to. Not stopping you.
Yeah, to quote Shia, just do it.
That's definitely a popular quote from him. Isn't it? As like a meme, isn't it, nowadays? But he is speaking the truth for, why stop? Why not? Why wait when you can just do it?
Yeah, and I still gotta do the Godfather trilogy as well.
Yeah, please do. Great trilogy.
Yeah, because I know that the one movie I do want to watch from is called The Outsiders because I read the book and I thought the book was really good.
Oh yeah, I'll see if I can watch that one day.
Yeah, because the only movie I've seen from Francis Ford Coppola, which happens to be my favorite short from him, and also my favorite role, Michael Jackson, is Captain EO.
That's cool that you did that.
And also George. And something you'll like, George Lucas was involved. That's interesting. Yeah, because that was originally an attraction at Disney World. It's sadly not there anymore, but you can still find it on YouTube.
That's cool. I'll stick a watch on YouTube then, yeah. And as I predicted, guys, Susie's gone to sleep. Just what you need, really. It's very nice and peaceful, where like, you can just chill out with a cat sleeping next to you. It's just what you need, really. And also as well, when it comes to Francis Ozzy, I'd also recommend The War from Apocalypse Now as well.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it's great. Masterpiece in the war movie genre, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know for a fact I still need to watch more war movies.
Hmm.
I mean, a favorite war movie as of now is Saving Private Ryan.
Oh yeah, that always will be my favourite as well. Always.
Always will be.
I think because of that film, it helped make war movies a lot more popular.
Yeah, and does Inglourious Bastard count as a war movie?
Yes, I'd say so.
Yeah, I've seen that from Tarantino.
Love that film. I mean, Tarantino is a phenomenal director, and a director I still trust and I respect these days.
I'm here. Love the dude.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see what is planned to be his final film, The Movie Critic.
Plus, I gained a bit more respect for Tarantino. I look at some past interviews because there's an interview where he's praising Martin Scorsese.
I mean, right? So,
Spielberg.
oh yeah, because Scorsese and Spielberg are both phenomenal. Scorsese in particular is also a director I still trust today as well.
Yeah, especially after how amazing Killers of the Flower Moon was.
Indeed, he still got it to this day.
I think it's pretty cool when directors praise other directors.
Yeah, I love that. Have any directors you've seen praise Tim Burton by any chance, Ozzy?
I think I saw Spielberg at one point praise him.
Well,
I mean, they
that's
have met
cool.
each other in real life.
Well, rightfully so, because Tim Burton's also a phenomenal director, and he's also a director I still trust today as well, because he, of course, slammed AI.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, after they, of course, stole his Superman and used it in the flush without his permission, didn't they?
They did.
And that's just one of millions of reasons why that film for me is a full-on 0 out of 10, even though I refuse to watch it.
Same with me.
Yeah.
With me as well.
Main reason why, as well as, besides, of course, my more hate stats being in it, is also because of the disrespect of those who died, who appeared like ugly CGI.
Yep. I was trying to explain to that for someone online, and they didn't believe me. And I literally have to show them the clip.
What do they think of a clip?
They hated it.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's a horrible scene. I don't know why people could like it, because the CGI is so horrible and ugly, so disrespectful to the characters and they actually play them. It's insane how disrespectful it is.
Yeah, and even the other night, I told this to one of my friends that I haven't spoken to in a while, and yeah, she hated it.
She hated the multiverse scene.
Yeah, I showed her the clip.
Did she react in particular to any characters, Ozzy, when you showed it to her?
Adam West, Babin. Oh, she was disgusted how they screwed up his model.
Yeah, like he's not even got ears on his cowl.
Like, out of everything how can you screw that one particular up?
I guess
How can you screw that up?
Yeah, I guess you could say because he's not got ears on his cowl, he's just man, not Batman. Man.
Yeah, just in the background too. Or in this case, Birdman.
Yeah, of course. I still need to watch that film, with Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah.
I love Birdman. Apparently, this was something that I was actually kind of not expecting.
Mm.
That Michael Keaton actually got nominated for that movie.
He did, apparently. And also Shadow. Isn't that film by a Mexican director called Alejandro Inarritu, I think it's pronounced?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Didn't he do Revenant?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I love Revenant, so I'll probably love Birdman. And also, Ozzy, did your friend also criticise how Adam West was literally a statue in that scene, not moving?
That That she did not point out.
Did you say anything by chance about Christopher Reeve in that scene?
I don't think I said anything.
But then again, Rosie, would you say that you were definitely discussing about his Christopher Reeve in that scene?
Yep.
Seeing where he looks at his Supergirl from his universe.
Even though they didn't have to bring her in because I heard that movie was not good.
Yeah, I didn't hear good things about her film. I didn't see it, but I didn't hear good things about it, sadly.
I just heard it wasn't good.
Yeah. And apparently, and apparently the only way it connects to Christopher Reeve's films is that Jimmy Olsen appears in it, played by the same actor, Mark McClure. And apparently there's also mention in the news that Superman is on a space mission, apparently, which is why he's not in the film. But Ozzy, you'll be pleased to hear that Christopher Reeve declines to appear in the film, and you know what, because the film wasn't good, rightfully so, I guess.
Good.
Because I think it was around this time actually he was getting sick of playing the Raw Superman because they kept milking it really with these bad films, really, didn't they?
Yep. But here's the thing: why do I have an odd feeling that if that Batgirl movie happened, that Supergirl movie would have been tolerable?
Indeed.
Would it look like a masterpiece in comparison? I wonder.
Well, I can imagine the Supergirl film is a masterpiece compared to a flush. I'll probably say that, I guess. And another reason why I think the flush is also for me 0 out of 10 is also because of the disrespect to Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill as well.
Yes, especially a whole new level of disrespect.
Yeah, because what I don't understand is that despite Ben Affleck, of course, playing a small but pivotal role in the story, of course, at the beginning of a film in a bank heist, and then giving words of motivation to Barry before leaving and disappearing forever, and appearing in both for trailers, he's not credited. Ben Affleck is not credited in the film's credits.
Yeah, and also how this movie disrespects Aquaman.
Yeah, I'm making him a drunk at the end.
Why would he be a drunk?
I know.
Just when?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And what's worse is he falls into a puddle, face first and all.
Oi.
Poor Aquaman.
Yeah, man, I even saw that scene. Why did you do that? Why did you have to do that to him?
I know, right? And also as well, when it comes to how it treats Henry, despite, of course, them restoring Gal Gadot's camera, which was originally cut, they didn't restore his, and he only appears as a CGI version of him at the start on a TV news report where we don't see his face, just him with his back to a camera. And then, of course, he appears in that completely and utterly hideous CGI scene in that Chronoball, I think it's called, where he's not got a shirt on from a center cut. Like, that's literally the last time we'd ever see Henry as Superman, guys. We're counting CGI, that is. Not actually Henry. That's the last time we'd ever see Henry's Superman ever, and it looks horrible.
It doesn't have the fact that Ben Affleck's Batman mask look horrendous because it looked like a McDonald's Happy Meal toy.
Why can't we just use an actual cowl that he wore when, of course, he played him in Zack Snyder's films? Why do you have to mess with his cowl like that when we could have just used the same one he wore in the Snyder films?
I have no idea.
Yeah, because I've seen behind the scenes of the films, guys. It's a real cowl he wears, not CGI.
What?
Yeah, so why can't we just use a real cowl? And also as well, not only that as well, guys, but as well, when it comes as well to treats others as well in the film too, like I can't believe even wasted Jeremy Irons as Alfred too as well.
Oh god. Yeah, even he gets disrespected.
Yeah, poor Jeremy.
All these guys, they star in the movies just to make money for Warner Brothers, and this is the thanks they get.
Indeed.
So, that is sad.
And I can feel the pain of fans of the 1989 and 1992 Batman films when they saw how bad the film treated Michael Keaton's Batman as well.
Yeah, it felt like a punch in the gut.
Yeah. Like, you know what I think is so dumb about The Flash, guys, right? Because when you tell me there's going to be a Flash film, right, I'm expecting it to be a film of just about Barry, not the rest of Justice League, right? And also, Why they didn't have Reverse Flash as Fulham's main villain is beyond me.
He should have been the obvious choice.
And don't know who had a cast as Reverse Flash, guys.
Who?
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, I think he could have worked.
Yeah, I wanted him to play Reverse Flash in the DCU. But no, rather than make it like a solo Flash film, they instead cashed in on the success of Spider-Man No Way Home by making it a goddamn multiverse film with a Justice League appearing and no Reverse Flash as main villain, General Zod. You're having a laugh?
You're gonna make you're gonna make General Zod the main villain. Where's Superman?
Exactly. And you know what's so dumb as well is that despite it being only 10 years since Man of Steel as well, and even though Michael Shannon looks absolutely fantastic for his age when I see it behind the scenes, guess what, Ozzy? They de-aged him.
Why?
Wasn't even a point to do that.
Flash film, it's just a very bad multiverse film.
It's just making CGI getting worse.
It is. I mean, this is an example of that, and of course, Diarrhea Disney in Edward Harrison Ford. And like, as well, I think also Kenobi with, Hayden and Ewan's de-aging, because it didn't even look like it had been de-aged at all.
If anything, these companies should do what Men in Black 3 did.
Yeah, because let me tell you this, Ozzy, right? When it comes to, Kenobi, right? Alexander told me about his thoughts on that episode with a flashback scene, and he told me that, he didn't like that scene because they apparently did not de-age Hayden Christensen or Ewan McGregor for that scene. And of course, Hayden looks like a 41-year-old Padawan in that scene, as the memes were saying about it on Twitter. But guess what, Ozzy? Despite, of course, what Alexander said about them being no de-aging, guess what? They did de-age Ewan and Hayden for that scene. They did it, but it didn't even look like it at all.
Yet they still look like middle-aged.
Yeah, it's terrible. Oh, I think it's probably because Kenobi didn't have a good budget. It was just so cheap, weren't it?
Really cheap.
They weren't even trying.
I think I could take a guess where the budget went. And that budget probably went to the lightsabers, probably.
I think it did, yeah.
Because they would still look good, at least, for the most part. But the rest of the show, no.
Indeed.
The rest of the show is all crap.
Yeah.
And I said the entire show is all crap.
And like when it comes as well to a Flash film as well, guys, right? I've seen behind the scenes as well of General Zod in the film, and when I see Michael Shannon delivering the lines, I don't know why, but in behind the scenes he sounds much better in voice when he does in the actual film. So like, why don't you use that take? Like, why use the takes where he sounds like he's so bored in the role, like he don't want to be there? Why use those when he's got much better ones behind the scenes?
Yeah.
But in all honesty, though, guys, I don't blame him for being bored because he didn't even know why he was there in the first place, did he, Michael Shannon? He didn't understand why he was back. So yeah, it's just really stupid. And if you guys are also wondering what happens in Kenobi thanks to Az and Jane Phoebe's reviews of the episodes as well, I know what happens in the show, and in my opinion, it's total trash.
I mean, to me, that's just a full-blown zero out of 10.
I mean, if I was to see it, I'd say it's the worst Star Wars show of all time. Live action wise.
It is unwatchable.
Yeah. And when it comes to like the cartoon of Star Wars, guys, would you say one of the worst ones was that show based on a sequel called Resistance?
Yep, but even then, I'd rather rewatch that than Kenobi.
That's saying something. And what about isn't there also a show called Force of Destiny?
Yeah.
Because I have seen clips of it because I included like things in voice comparisons and compilations of characters. For example, Mark Hamill as Luke. But unfortunately, when it comes to that episode which he voiced Luke in, you can tell that it's an old voice as a young character. Really, you can tell he's got old, can't you, Mark Hamill? Unfortunately, I say.
They couldn't get it sounded like.
Yeah, because if they wanted to sound like guys who can still sound like young Mark Hamill, I'd recommend Bob Bergen from several old Star Wars games and Robot Chicken. I think he's, of course, selective at great, because didn't he Porky Pig in Looney Tunes, Ozzy?
Wait, what?
Bob Bergen, didn't he play Porky in Looney Tunes?
I think.
Yeah, so he's still going strong with his career, so I really hope one day he gets a chance to reprise the role as Luke in like a Star Wars game or something. Then again, I think even Star Wars games these days are dead anyway, really, to be honest. Today, that is.
Thank you, EA.
Yeah, screw them for that. They don't make good games like Dead Space anymore, do they? Like that anymore, do they?
Disney should not have shut down LucasArts.
Indeed. LucasArts has made great games, like the Force Unleashed games, for example. And also, did they make the older Battlefront games?
They did.
Yeah, well, I think no wonder they're great games, especially Battlefront 2.
And you want to know what else they made? Angry Birds Star Wars.
Oh, I love that game. So many memories from playing that. And also, as well, guys, to this day, I've not forgiven them for cancelling Star Wars 1313. You know, that Criminal Underworld Star Wars game on Coruscant. Yep. I'm so angry they cancelled that game.
That could have been good.
Could have been absolutely phenomenal. Like one of, if not the best Star Wars game ever made, probably.
Even so, with their original Star Wars and Indiana Jones games were better than what we're getting, like for example, Herc's Adventure on the PS1.
Yeah, and Ozzy, have you been playing lots of old Indiana Jones games as well on your PC a lot of the time?
Probably played Emperor's Tomb. That's personally my favorite Indiana Jones game.
And would you say it's better than what we're getting today?
Yep, and it's gonna be way better than the Great Circle.
Yeah, and it's a death trap right there. I mean, you're making a franchise more dead than it already is.
And I think my response to that guy is perfectly describes what I think. That edit that I did with Ricky Barwick.
Indeed, yes.
Like, shut your goofy ass up.
Indeed. It's funny how we've been talking for ages and Susie's still asleep.
Wow.
Been here for ages. She's great company. And actually licking herself.
Better than anything, I think when the game comes out, I think Az is probably gonna play it, and I'm just gonna rely on him for it.
Yeah, I mean, he played Gollum for benefits, so yeah, I can definitely have a lot of fun seeing him destroy this game if he hates it as well.
I mean, he did destroy Starfield.
Yep, with his epic rant, which I love rewatching to this day.
Yep, and also, if I discovered that game, that specific Indiana Great Circle game, if it uses pronouns, post Az's rant online on my ends.
Good idea. Really, his alternate went to She-Hulk? Well, that's just ridiculous because, in my opinion, the She-Hulk CGI is probably one of the most atrocious CGI I've ever misfortune seeing in my life.
And when people say She-Hulk budget, I'm like, what budget? What budget? You mean the one that doesn't exist? You know, I'd rather rewatch the Superhero Squad show than watch She-Hulk, if you ask me. And that's saying something.
Saying something indeed.
I'm not a fan of that show.
Yeah, I found that show pretty annoying, really.
Even then, that show actually has a pretty good voice cast.
Indeed, like for example, yeah. Robert Englund has done Mamu, and also when it comes to role reprisals, Sean Ashmore reprises as well as Iceman, and also Ray Stevenson reprises as well as Punisher. Rest in peace to Ray, and also as well, Anne West is in the show as well.
Batman.
Indeed, yeah. And I believe Mark Hamill is also in the show as Red Skull as well.
Yeah, that was a surprise. When I remember when Jay did his voice comparison to that. We
Yeah,
both had
same.
the same reaction.
Yeah, and even in Super Squad, he was actually good as Red Skull with that German accent that he used. Did a good job with it. When it comes to, his voices for Marvel characters, Ozzy, if you were to close your eyes and hear his voice of Arnim Zola from LEGO Avengers, would you assume it's Joker with a German accent?
At first, I thought you were going to say Hobgoblin, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could say Hobgoblin as well, because literally Hobgoblin's literally Joker on a glider, isn't he? Wait till he skips plays, well, then again, didn't I mean, you said it, but apparently he sounds like John DiMaggio.
Oh, he's pretty good at skips.
90 million, that's ridiculous.
Doesn't look like 90 million.
Yeah, indeed, it's ridiculous. Feels way cheaper than that.
And She-Hulk about 2025? No. That looks more like, that just looks more like 1 million CGI. $1 million CGI.
Yeah, it's terrible.
You want to know what was a better She-Hulk? Lego Marvel Superheroes 2.
I'm not saying something.
Yep, because that game is really not that good.
Yeah, I don't like the game, to be honest. Especially the Platinum journey I had last year. It was hell on this earth. Shadow can probably vouch for that because he did it as well, didn't you, Shadow?
I did.
I'm going to attempt it.
Well, best of luck to you, Ozzy. My advice to you is, just do a story first and then, unlock the important characters you need for certain puzzles, which you needed for it, and then just replay the levels to get mini kits and the characters and all that, and Stan Lee, and then just explore Canopolis, really, I guess.
Yep. And all of I say, if I end up quitting, I quit.
Well, that's perfectly reasonable because honestly, the Platinum Journey was just a massive pain, especially for those damn races as well.
Actually, I might as well put on an accent for this one. If I quit, I quit.
Yep.
I think you know who I'm somewhat quoting.
Yep. And yeah, and also as well, if you want to use a good vehicle for like the races, I'd recommend just use motorbikes because they're just fast, thankfully.
Yep. The only one I'm not using is Ghost Riders.
Yeah, it sucks. It's really slow. And in my opinion,
It doesn't really have to be that big.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be big either. The one in the first game was much better and faster. But unfortunately, Aussie, as well, some races were required to use like a big truck instead of a motorbike, unfortunately. And I used a Captain America's truck for those kind of races.
I think I remember using the Kingpin's car for one race.
Yeah, you can use that too as well, yeah. If you have that is. And you get the vehicles by doing the challenges in Chronopolis, because there's like loads of challenges, but in my opinion, they sucked as well.
I mean, technically, I have 100% that game before, but not platinum it because it was the Switch version.
Yeah. And on that version, Ozzy, would you say it was hard to do as well on the Switch version?
Yeah, but even on the Switch, it was hard to do. Even without the trophies and achievements, it was still hard.
Yep. And also, obviously, on the Switch version, what are the graphics like on it?
Hit or miss.
Ouch.
Hit, we are in the levels. Miss in the free roam.
Yeah, I think in the levels there are some like shots which are visually stunning, but not really much in Chronopolis per se, really.
And one of the weird thing, it's not just that Lego game, but it's a few other ones on the Switch. So, you know how the Lego pieces used to bounce whenever you broke a character?
Yes.
For some reason, when you do the drop and drop out co-op mode, and you kill one of the enemies, their pieces bounce.
That's really strange.
Yeah, because then when you go back to single player, they don't bounce, they just stay there.
What I do appreciate though is that at least the games are literally the same as the console version, at least, just with, that hit or miss graphics.
Yep. But anywho, I've actually gotta head out, but I'll be back later though.
Oh, no worries. Well, I'll see you in a bit then, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go get some dinner. I'll be back, so...
Yeah, see you in a bit then.
For now, I guess, for me.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, honestly, that journey was just so tedious in my opinion. And you know what makes me appreciate these ones a lot more when it comes to challenges is it gives you clues to where things are.
Yeah.
I don't recall like on Super 2 doing that.
So then,
Yeah, exactly. Just useless right there. But Lego DC Ones, in my opinion, was a lot more fun to do than that in comparison. And also, Lego Incredibles as well was a lot more fun as well.
agreed.
Yeah. And shut up. Oh, do you plan to platinum Lego Incredibles one day?
Yeah.
It's fairly easy to do, really. You know, it's easy to 100% complete, you know, when it comes to levels and Explore Minityburg.
Yeah, they have most of the trophies already, so.
Nice one. I mean, the only trophies I found hard to get were probably the ones in the levels themselves. You know, like, for example, the time challenge ones and one where you gotta do a specific thing, really. So, there's a lot of practice to do, really. But thankfully, on the time challenges ones, for the one where you got to chase the screensaver out of a hotel in a time limit, I thankfully got on my first level play of it on you know normal playing of it, not on free play, thankfully. But then when it comes to the level where, of course, you're in a burning building as Mr. Incredible and Frozone, I didn't get that first time, but second time I did because I played a splashdown and I was able to help, you know, cheese out a level with it and escape all the puzzles, thankfully.
I might try using him next time I play.
Yeah, he's definitely really useful because he can fly and shoot water. He's very handy for that. You know, it's Susie. Oh. But yeah, I'll definitely be really glad when I finish Return of the Jedi. And you know what? It might not be a platinum, but it's a win for me.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, like it's not like like it's a homework to platinum the game, is it? I can do it at my own pace, and I can do whatever I want, can't I?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, he is Ozzy, really useful. That's why he's in that level, you know, in the burning building. Oh, I think he needs a toilet. You need a toilet, Susie? Okay. Go on then. It's alright. She'll probably come running back eventually, guys. She comes back after a few minutes, usually. And also, guys, when I finished Lego these Super Villains, my last shot of the game before I turned it off was Batman on top of Wayne Tower overlooking Gotham as a tribute to Kevin Conroy.
Amazing.
Yeah, I thought I'd end it with that way, really. And of course, Ozzy, you can also confirm, can't you, that because you're not on a multiverses, and of course, due to the Abomination, which is Suicide Squad Killer Justice League, that you think Lego DC was Kevin Conroy's last good game as Batman, isn't it? I'd certainly say so if I ever played multiverses. Or saw it, really. And apparently there's only like 1,000 people as well playing the Suicide Squad game, and I found that hilarious.
Yeah.
But you know what? But you know what? It's what the game deserves.
Yeah, it's themselves.
I mean, in my opinion, it doesn't deserve any players at all.
Yeah, just like Fortnite.
Yeah. But I am so glad that, you know, it's been confirmed that it's not Kevin Conroy's final time as Batman.
Yeah, thank goodness for that.
Yeah. I'm very excited to see him in, you know, that Crisis Infinite animated film with, you know, Mark Hamill as Joker as well, reunited one final time.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that.
Yeah, definitely very excited for that. I need to watch your parts of that as well, to understand what's going on, well, of course.
So much.
what I'm wondering is, will it be a cameo or maybe like a main role? Who knows? Got like about 25 minutes after stream. It's been a blast for, I'll say that.
Yeah.
And personally, I prefer this chat where it's just, you know, nice and peaceful, really. No loud noise or disruption. I love that.
Me too.
Because the last thing we need is, like, you know, people being rude, of course, being disruptive. But I like this. It's just really peaceful.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, it's just a very nice, friendly chat, which is what I think we need in this world. But in my opinion, I think Lego DC Supervillains is what the Suicide Squad game should have been.
I agree.
Like,
I
it's,
agree.
you know, it focuses on the villains, but it's much more respectful than the Suicide Squad game is to the heroes. And I guess how it portrays the villains themselves too, like, of course, Harley Quinn, no question about that.
Oh yeah, definitely Harley.
Because I think Suicide Squad game maskers Harley Quinn a lot.
Yeah, and yeah, then made her into a pedo.
Just ridiculous. But we went too far. Really went too far with it.
Yeah, she's a criminal, but you don't have to go that far.
Indeed, we went way too far with it. Ruined her. And I think also they also definitely, in my opinion, ruined Poison Ivy as well.
God, that face.
Hideous.
Oh.
And in my opinion, bringing her back and ruining her, it makes her sacrifice in Arkham Knight completely and utterly pointless. And you know what? It actually makes me pretend the game is non-canon to the Arkham games because of that. I mean, to me, it's not canon to the Arkham games at all. Not canon. And that's why I cannot wait to film my video on why I think old Rocksteady is better than new, which I'll be doing next Thursday.
Ooh, look forward to this.
But of course, on that day, I'll be posting a video on why old Scooby-Doo is better than new. Definitely because of you know the Scoob film, and of course because of Velma, which I'm frankly never going to see.
It is the only thing I've seen of it is gonna be it.
Yeah. Because even though I've not seen it yet, for me it's a 4 out of 10. I've seen bits of you know, thanks to Crystal Drinker's rant on it. And his title said it all. It's complete and utter trash.
Yes.
And I think it's really funny how he's only seen the first episode, like a lot of people I know have, and he still thinks it's complete and utter trash after one episode. That's how bad it is. And of course, one thing's also dumb about it is also, despite being a show about Mystery Incorporated team members, no Scooby. But then again, though, I'm also glad he's not in it either way because I'm sure they'd have butchered him as well, wouldn't they? Poor Scooby.
And they would have wasted Frank Welker's time.
Yep, if he got to voice him, that is, because they of course recast Fred, didn't they? But he was in it as Fred Dad for some reason. But at least Frank, of course, slammed the Velma show, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which makes a lot more respect for him than I already had, of course, yeah. I've always loved Frank as a voice actor. Always will.
So,
Yeah, absolute legend in the voice acting industry. Like, I don't understand why we would recast him as Fred, because, like, you know, he's voiced the character since 1969, and despite being in his late 70s, he still got it as Fred. He can still sound like a young man to this day.
yeah.
Like, that's just incredible talent right there. Incredible. To me, he'll always be Fred and Scooby. Always will be.
This was the first bit of my hate towards Mindy.
Yeah, I have no respect for her whatsoever. It's mainly because of what she's done to Velma, but I don't find her funny anymore. I don't find her funny.
She was never funny.
Yeah. Come to think, I can't even think of anything she is actually funny in that I've seen. Like for example, The Office. Because as much as I love that show, she's one of my bad qualities with it. My main ones. The other one is that Michael left.
Yep.
Because in my opinion, the show really went downhill when he left. In was it series 7?
Yeah, so sometimes.
Yeah, in Goodbye Michael it was called. Yeah, we weren't even hiding it was leaving in the episode. It's disappointing, really, how he didn't appear ever again to a finale. But I'm still gonna be going back to the finale, but as a surprise. But I just wish he taught more in the finale, not just 2 lines.
Yeah, that's one of the bad boys with the finale. Just wish that he had more stuff to do. I
mean, I get that, we tried to make him more mature, of course, to show he's developed, but couldn't we have had him talk more to prove that? Like, for example, talking to his former team members. And, like, imagine if he got to be the final person they interviewed in the show, as part of the in-show interviews. Imagine if he got to be the last one to be interviewed.
Yeah, that could have been a little bit poetic, too.
Yeah, I mean, we do see him, of course, from, like, archive footage, of course, when Pam's been interviewed at least, but I wish we got to see him have a proper interview rather than just his last line talking about how his team have grown up, really. And I know it's in his finale, he also got really emotional really easily too, didn't he, as well? With 2 lines he said. But I am glad, though, that in his first line since he returned, he got to say his catchphrase.
Yeah, that I loved.
Yeah, that's what she said. And I especially love how Dwight, hugged him as well. I love that.
Yeah, that was nice. That was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
But yeah, when it comes to characters who appear, in the whole show, aside from Michael, I love Dwight a lot as a character. Mainly because he's been in the entire show. Because he's literally the only character in the show to appear in every single episode. And to talk in every episode as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, always will be my favourite was Rainn Wilson. Absolute legend. Because after Michael left, I think Rainn Wilson, helped me laugh, I guess, in series, 8 and 9. He helped me keep laughing.
Yeah, it was the best part.
Absolutely. And I think his and Jim's pranks were just so hilarious as well. Like, do you remember the one where it was Asian Jim Shadow? That was so funny. Especially when he looks when he looks at the photo as well. I'm hoping to one day watch the UK version of the show as well. See how it all started off as well.
Yeah, it's a nice good match for me.
I think it's on iPlayer for me too. I'll see if I can watch it one day. And not only because I love Ricky Gervais as a comedian, and he has my respect these days, it also has Martin Freeman, and I believe also it's on Mackenzie Crook from Pirates of the Caribbean. He's in it as well. Which I think is pretty cool, so I'm definitely excited to watch it. Got 15 minutes left of stream.
Yeah, maybe I'll check it out after I finish the Star Trek franchise.
Good idea. And I don't think it's as long as a US version either. It's only like a couple of seasons as well. So yeah, should be easy to watch, I guess. When it comes to, of course, your plans to watch the Classic Thomas series, Shadow, you'll also be pleased to know that each episode is only about 5 minutes long as well. L2, so you won't have much to watch if you want to watch, a bit really. But in my opinion, the episodes are very well paced, despite being 5 minutes as well. The classic ones, that is.
Yeah, I noticed that there for a minute.
Yeah.
That's great.
But in my opinion, they're very well paced, really. I didn't even notice the pace when I was a little kid, so yeah. You probably won't either, I guess. But they are definitely really fun to watch. And in my opinion, still relevant to this day, really. And despite me being in my 20s, I still watch the classic series episodes to this day as a hobby, really. And you know what? It's still a lot of fun. It brings happy memories. And so, when it comes to what franchise I'll be playing next after I've played on Lego Skywalker Saga and finished, Return of the Jedi, I'll be playing Yakuza next. I'm definitely very excited for that. I'll also be relieved knowing that I don't need to worry about, what games to play next, really, because it's entirely my choice, really. In fact, why am I restricting myself to doing a marathon when I can play whatever hell I want? Like, is it because of a commitment or something? Like, why should I, do this to myself when there's no pressure, there's no rush or anything like that?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because it's not a homework, it's not like a task or anything like that at all. It's just fair for entertainment purposes, really, to make me enjoy. It's part of life, really. Something to enjoy.
Yeah.
And yeah, games are definitely a lot of fun to play. But I'd say that games are definitely a nice escape, really, because you can be transported into all these games and have lots of fun, really. Unless, of course, you're playing a current day game, that is. Like Starfield, of course.
Where we get constantly reminded about everything that goes on in California.
Indeed.
And pronouns.
Indeed.
Like, I don't want that.
I want to escape and, get lost in a new world, really.
I want games like Hogwarts Legacy. All that.
Yeah. And I can't wait to find out into that game in the future. I've also noticed, that the Monday's on mute, but his headphones aren't on mute, so yeah, he can hopefully hear us.
I can hear you. I'm just playing Mario, so.
Are you? Okay, so.
I'm raging insanely. I'm raging, so.
Well, I mean, Ramon, if it's making you rage, why don't you play something else instead to cheer you up?
Well, because I'm almost done with the game now, and.
Yeah, you might be, but.
Can't stop my.
Yeah, but you see what I mean. You're almost cursed on my stream as a result of a game. So, yeah, I'd suggest that you play something else so you can cool off and feel better.
Yeah, no, but.
Because
I guessing you're committed. You're just committed to the Mario.
Yeah, it sounds like you're too committed a bit, right? Because you're raging at it.
Way too committed.
Trust me, I can relate at times. Really, in my older days, I can definitely relate. I remember when I was raging, or when I was playing God of War on PS Vita, the first game, because there was like a part where I kept on failing constantly on like a platforming part of the game. And I remember I literally, yelled at my Vita, I yelled at it, effing die! Like that, I literally yelled at it, effing die. I was that angry, I was raging so much. My face went red from it as well. I had a headache as well afterwards too, which really sucked. But then again, nowadays, guys, I try not to rage loudly because afterwards I get a really bad headache as a result, and I hate that. Headaches are the worst when it comes to shouting. He hurt really badly afterwards. Makes me wonder how, you know, J.K. Simmons felt when he was shouting in Whiplash. Then again, he nailed it, was Terence Fletcher. Definitely deserved his Oscar.
Mm.
And when it comes to, you know, like in life for guys, one thing I love doing as well, which helps me feel better, say if I'm drowsy, is I love drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when it comes to coffee, for guys, I like to have sweetener in it because I personally don't like it when it's too strong. It's hard to drink when it's too strong. I should probably have a drink on when I'm doing my streams too, because I talk so much as well. Because after a stream, I'll definitely go and get some coffee. Nowadays, it's probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite drink as well, because I don't drink soft drinks that much nowadays. Just on weekends, really. So I might probably say coffee is my favorite drink. I drink regularly, aside from water, of course. Then again, though, I only tend to have some water when I'm at the gym usually, and that's, you know, only when I'm there. Really, I don't really drink it much when I'm at home because I have other drinks. Got 8 minutes left, but it's been a blast this stream. Been lots of fun. And I got some pretty cool things this week, which I was happy to show all of you as well. We had a good talk about toys as well, which I love talking about. I love toys. Because even though I'm 24, I've still got inner child in me when it comes to collecting figures. Even they help me escape as well, because I love, you know, I love acting out scenes with them. I love acting out scenes with them. It's definitely a nice escape, really, if you will. And so, yeah. And the beauty of action figures is that you don't need to worry about, you know, like, you know, casting a bad actor as them or anything like that when it comes to bad stuff they're in. You don't have to worry about, you know, a particular game to play to have those characters in. You can just play with the figures and have lots of fun. Your own imagination, really. Because in my opinion, the most powerful weapon of all time is your mind. Because your mind can do so many incredible things. More things than you could do than your mind. But, you know, there's lots of things your mind can do that you can't do. Because you can imagine lots of things which wouldn't even happen in real life. And it's just incredible what it can do. And the beauty of your mind is, unless you, of course, meet Professor X, no one can see your mind. It's entirely yours alone. And of course, like even people would say, you know, feel free to use your head to you know, picture things. For example, Mike Pollock, of course, said on his video, of course, where he was asking people not to ask him to do that meme. He said, feel free to hear my voice in your head. That's what he said. And hopefully that's what people are doing. They're not bullying him into saying a meme. Hopefully, they're not bullying him into saying it. Got about 5 minutes left, but it's been lots of fun, this.
It has indeed.
Yep. Also, Shadow, have you been playing any games while we've been talking?
Right now I'm playing GTA 5.
Your favourite game, makes sense. Is it a tradition for you to play your favourite game every weekend?
I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, because when I had my Xbox One, I used to make it tradition to play GTA 4 every Friday night, really, back at my old house. It was definitely a great tradition. I should probably bring it back one day. Because I'm on PS3, you know, so I might as well bring it back one day.
Yeah, this but it's just so much better than Spider-Man 2.
Yes, it is much better than Spider-Man 2. And in my opinion, the PS4 version in particular has aged really well, as well, in my opinion, compared to other current day games. And of course, thankfully, it's not woke either, which is great. Which I really appreciated about GTA 5.
Yep.
I just feel that, GTA Online has ruined it, really, because Rockstar seems to only care about doing DLC for online and not for GTA 5, which, in my opinion, really sucks. They were going to do a story mode DLC for it, like a new story as DLC, but it got cut, unfortunately. Got cancelled.
And the fact that they're only just now with GTA 6.
Yeah, they're still doing DLC, apparently, despite GTA 6's announcement. Trailer, of course, dropping last year before Christmas. I wonder when they'll eventually stop, because they need to do it eventually for their own sake.
Yeah.
But I am definitely looking forward to playing older GTA games, which I have on PS2. I'm definitely excited for that. And the beauty of PS2 is that I don't need to worry about the internet either to play the games. I can have so much fun with them without having to worry about the internet.
Yeah, I need to see if I can get myself a PS2.
Yeah, hopefully you can one day. And of course, if you want to play on your PS3 again, you'll need a new controller, won't you?
Yeah.
And of course, the games themselves, if you want to collect them, that is.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard.
Yeah, because unfortunately, of course, you can only have it online now, can't you? Which is a big shame. I really hope my local exchange store doesn't, shut. I really hope it stays open for as long as possible, because I love that store so much. Kex. I think we need more stores like that, which of course appreciate the old. Because Kex certainly does appreciate the old really well, and I love that about Kex. And Blaze even misses it as well, because despite, of course, having a local game store in the Czech Republic where he lives, he misses Kex very much, and I don't blame him. But if I ever go to Czech one day, I'd love to visit his local game store, see what it's like compared to UK game stores. I'd also love to visit yours as well, Shadow, which sold games as well.
Yeah, but prepare to be disappointed.
I mean,
Because you're not gonna find much.
Well, that's unfortunate. Last minute on the stream. When it comes to your store, Shadow, do the staff members there speak any English by any chance, in case I don't want to talk to them?
Well, I'm sure they will. Sure they do.
Well, that's good for me, because I unfortunately can't speak Norwegian, which is a bit of a bummer, but hopefully I can talk to them in English, hopefully. But yeah, this stream's been really awesome. Hope we can have more like this in the future. Hopefully. And that being said, that is now 3 hours. So yeah, it's definitely been a really amazing stream. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and I will see you all next week, episode 161. This is definitely a milestone stream, because this was episode stream 160. So wow. So yeah, this is me doing episode 160 of Let's Chat Live. So you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to tell me in the comments what you guys thought of the stream if you used to up by to see it. Also, please go subscribe to my special guest, give them some support as well. Also, be sure to join Team Plan by pressing subscribe for movies to come in future. And we we'll see you all later. Alright, see you guys. Take care. Bye-bye. See ya.